'cause we're children of the sun.
Hand out, she holds. It's feeling like we've been here before. We're both so broke. That's something that'll keep us afloat. Don't walk too slow. We can't keep falling deeper again. Came too close and the day's so far from pure. A rush of blood, but we search for so much more. We've all been here before. We've all been here before.
Hello and welcome back to another wonderful broadcast here at the Shenandoah University Esports Arena. We're coming back at you with some more best of five, a pair of them. You know it, it's the show matches. We got some more coming at to you guys tonight. I don't know how to use words there, but you get the gist of it. You know, the good old-fashioned, good old usual. I'm Ryan Blankenhorn, and joining me on the desk tonight is the one and the only Alexander T. Kresek. Alex, how you doing today, my friend?
Ryan, I am fantastic, phenomenal. It's always a blessing to see you behind the desk, and I always love watching some Overwatch action, so being here with you just makes me happy, and I'm excited. I'm ready to see what these students, what these athletes are going to bring to us today.
Yeah, and before we talk anything more about what we're going to see tonight, let's do a quick recap of what happened last week. We're probably going to see some of these players again tonight, so refamiliarize ourselves with these players. And while this is going on, I want to mention that Esports Tower has teamed up with Make-A-Wish for the month of April as the World Streams for Wishes help us make a difference in the lives of children who are facing serious illnesses. As you may know, Make-A-Wish Foundation is an organization that grants wishes to children with life-threatening medical conditions. Every year, they help thousands of kids to fulfill their dreams and create unforgettable memories. And we want to help them do even more. So if you're watching this right now, we are asking for your support. By donating to Make-A-Wish, you can help us make more wishes come true. Your generosity will help us provide hope, strength, and joy to children and their families during the whole time. Think about it. Your donation could give a child the opportunity to meet their gaming hero. Give them the ability to play while getting treatments. Get a major or experience something they've always wanted to do. It's an incredible gift that can make a huge difference in their lives. So please, take a moment to make a donation to Make-A-Wish Foundation. Every dollar, and together, we can make a real impact. Let's work together to give these kids the joy and happiness they deserve. Thank you for your support.
Yeah, and throughout the broadcast, we will be talking a little bit more about Make-A-Wish and Esports Tower and how they have teamed up, partnered up. But for now, we can admire some of these amazing plays that we saw last play, popping off, going to nutty. Some of these players which we will see more of again. I think really one of those big players, of course, Prodigy was someone that we were talking about a lot before, as well as Neo. We were talking about them as well. So lots of players to talk about, lots of great plays. We saw a lot of Ramatra and a lot of ball specifically. I wonder if coming into this week, we might see something a little bit different.
Yeah, and you really have to be aware of that and going into, maybe what we'll see in that final clip.
I love that.
Almost had it there. Almost.
Yeah.
Right there at the end, but wasn't able to quite make it enough.
The boops are amazing, and I love when production just gets the right moment right there where you catch him. It looks like there's going to be a kill, and then all of a sudden, oh no, you're off the map. What happened?
Yeah, it was right there. No, wait, I'm off the map?
I'm sorry, what?
How did that happen? So
I'm back on the spaceship? How did this happen?
I'm back in the spawn doors. Wait, why am I spectating my Mercy now? What?
So hopefully we'll get to see a little bit more of those silly goofs and gaffes as we get in today. Speaking about today, let's take a look at today's competitors. Again, this is a pair of best of fives. We got the Hawks and the Vultures going up first, followed by the Vipers versus the Lions. Again, we've talked about this before. There are a lot of familiar and returning faces that we're going to see more and more of. Of course, Niwu, we just keep talking about him over and over again. Frozen Phoenix, just to name a couple of names. But there are some newer players that have been rotating through ET as well. So not just those familiar faces, you're also going to see some new people as well. And remember, while all of this is happening, April is the World Streams for Wishes month, and Esports Tower and Make-A-Wish have teamed up to help grant wishes for children all across the world. So down below, you're going to see this all over the stream today. Down below is a QR code. Scan that to help grant wishes for children today.
I think it's here. I don't know.
It's somewhere around there.
So I think it's right here-ish because I lined it up with the door earlier.
Oh.
So I think it's right here-ish, roughly. I may be a little bit higher, but I think it's here.
Right about there. And speaking of doors, speaking of locations, let's take a look at the maps that we're going to be seeing today. Remember, it is the Hawks versus the Vultures first up. Map 1, none other than Lijiang Tower. Last week, we saw a lot of different control maps, but today we go with the classic. We got Lijiang.
Yeah, can't go wrong with it, And, one thing you can see here is, we got 2 flying teams. You got the Hawks, got the Vultures, and on Guardians, you normally run Pharah. So, I don't know. If that's any correlation of what we're going to see tonight, we may see some flyers come out for action as the Battle of the Air comes in for this battle tonight for this show match. For Esports Tower, Lijiang going to be that first map, a good old-fashioned pick. We've discussed it before on multiple occasions, going on to that map and just seeing what goes on. But speaking of map, looks like the players are ready to go. Efficient today, so let's go right into this matchup and see what we got going for us.
I really do like the idea of the players aesthetically, really getting into their namesakes. The Hawks are like, we have to have a flying character at all times to make sure that we're living up. But of course, we will be starting on day market for Lijiang here. On the side of the Hawks, we have Fulcrum on that tank. We have King Swiffer on the Lucio. We have Frozen Phoenix on a Widow or Symmetra maybe. We have Niwu on the Cassidy and Anarchy on the Ana currently. On the other side of things, for the Vultures, we have a new face, Wild Pants on the Junk, Sweatpants on the Reinhardt. I feel like they had to do that on purpose. Mango, she will be on this BAP. Funky Pants. Wait a second. There's so many pants. Funky Pants on the Cassidy, and then Triplet on that Lucio. So the Vultures don't normally wear pants, but today they are wearing 3 pairs of pants for the Vultures, who are trying to get their way onto the point right now. Hawks have teleported in. They had a little bit extra mobility, and they've really started to dig their heels deep in and kind of contest this point early on.
Yeah, and we're going to see the Hawks start this one off strong with this Reinhardt duel here. Fulcrum going to find a nice Fire Strike. Frozen Phoenix finds Sweatpants. All 3 of the pants have fallen, and now all you have left are the shirts. And unfortunately, the Hawks will continue to bring this up. The Vultures can't quite find that need to go forward and claw their way to victory as the Hawks are going to keep this one going. Triplet will find Niwo, but wait, not Niwo finds another one. There it is. Gonna look for more here. The pin comes out, but won't go off the edge. Fulcrum looking for more pins on either side. Fulcrum just barely living this, but Anarchy and King Swift are trying to keep them alive. Triplet with another one. Funky Pants will find Anarchy, and the Vulture is gonna bring this one back.
Yeah, I think Fulcrum overextended a little bit there. We did see Wild Pants come back on this Bastion and has been doing a ton of damage. We are going to see a couple of trades here. Niwu will find one, but will get taken down by Sweatpants, and now the Vultures have been able to capture the point. Frozen Phoenix trying to get a little bit extra damage with that cheeky teleport. The turret's kind of strategy here gets a little bit, but they are instantly destroyed. The Vultures now at 20%. The Hawks going with an interesting strategy where they're wrapping around the Vultures' side here. We are going to see the Shatter come out. It doesn't find anyone, unfortunately. The stick comes out as well. Same with the Sim Wall, and now there is a massive fight happening here. Triplet is forced to drop the beat. No one has fallen just yet, but Fulcrum is very, very low. Will be forced to walk back and heal up waiting for this next fight. Nano comes out, same with the Shatter, and oh no, Sweatpants is going to knock Fulcrum off the edge. Amazing win for the Vultures. They are probably just going to clean up the rest of this fight as Sweatpants finds another one.
Yeah, Sweatpants finds two. Going to be looking for a third one there. Now going to charge in and will find Nemo as we switch over to Funky here, who will now look for their picks on the cast. But everyone on the side of the Hawks are already dead. The Vultures able to secure this one hard. It's pretty back and forth at the moment. Triplet finds Anarchy, which will be a great opening pick, as Sweatpants finds Fulcrum as well. The Vultures starting this really well and just able to find these Sagras, find these intro picks that kind of make it impossible Hawks to play Brawl here.
Yeah, and what we saw the Hawks come out very, very strong. They took possession of the point early on, but ever since then, the Vultures, their positioning has been immaculate. They've been doing such a great job. Really what you have to look at on the side of the Falcons is Fulcrum being overextended or being separated from the rest of the team. Of course, as I'm talking, Frozen Phoenix and Niwu both find one. Sweatpants with the double. Oh no, Shatter comes out, but the trades are flying. Niwu finds two more.
Yeah, and Vultures now going to hit it to 98, are able to actually get it to 99. It's one fight territory for the Vultures as Triplet comes on for one small contest to get them that extra percentage. Hawks, only two ultimates to their name, both support ultimates. Vultures looking at two as well. It will be Deadeye and Artillery Strike from Wild Pants. So we're going to see a Pants squared ultimate DPS line coming out soon, as Triplet's just going to be a nuisance over here in the back lines. But this is going to really depend on what the Hawks do with these two support ultimates.
And we are going to see the Nano comes out. Same with the Deadeye. Funky Pants does find one. Sweatpants finds Fulcrum. This may be all she wrote for the Hawks. Niwu is able to collect onto Wild Pants, is also able to find Mango, but Triplet and Sweatpants are there on the point. The Vultures will secure this, and no one on the Hawks is around. And just like that, Vultures take round one. Hold on a second. What?
That was a really good play for Frozen Phoenix, able to find the contest. The boot comes in from the cleanse. Triplet finds Frozen Phoenix, though. The Hawks really tried to stay this one alive, but another Shatter comes out from Sweatpants. Triplet finds two. Funky and Mango finding two as well. And now the Vultures secure round number one.
I got a little overexcited there. I was like, oh, it's over. They got it. There's no one there. Frozen Phoenix coming out of nowhere on the Tracer, able to contest just a little bit longer. I mean, looking at this, Ryan, we see the Vultures have been doing an amazing job of positioning, of really separating Fulcrum from the rest of the Hawks. What can the Hawks do here in order to ensure that they get this next round win?
So one of the big things we're seeing so far is these Hawks, right? They're really good at the Brawl, and they're winning when they get to take Brawl on Brawl, but the problem is these Hawks are losing that first member way too fast, especially when it's a player like Anarchy, where that main source of healing, that main source of active pushing into the enemy team with that enemy anti-nade is gone. And if you lose Anarchy, or even if you lose your speed from King Swiffer, the Hawks won't be able to take this Brawl. So that's what we really need to see. That anti comes out as well, like I just mentioned, and this is what the Hawks need. They need to use this anti-nade. They need to use this Brawl aggression against the Vultures, who really don't have that much pure aggression onto the Hawks.
A great analysis indeed, and like you said, starting out things, we are going to see that anti-nade get thrown onto Sweatpants, who is just barely staying alive thanks to immortality. Frozen Phoenix will finally take down Sweatpants. The Hawks may be winning this fight. Frozen Phoenix finds another one. This is practically all she wrote with the DPS and the tank member down. Frozen Phoenix gonna find another one. Niwu finds Mango. Vultures sent back to base. They're gonna need to regroup and retry. The Hawks, for now, have control of the point, and Frozen Phoenix doing damage to Triplet, who's up high.
Yeah, and see, like I mentioned, this is exactly what I wanted to see from the Hawks. They need to play these picks with themselves as a team. The Vultures can play this more pick-based type of Brawl, but with the Hawks, you have Nevo and you have Frozen Phoenix on Junkrat and Tracer. You don't have that capability to really find that pick per se, as the Vultures do with the Cass and the Bastion. So we're going to see a Tire come in. The Lamp is already used, but Mango is able to take out that Tire. But the Hawks still fine here. You haven't lost anyone yet. You still have that aggression. Now with that main source of damage gone for Vultures, the Hawks can clean this one up.
And just like that, the Hawks know when to push forward. They know when to get aggressive, and they're doing it perfectly. The Vultures forced back. They're being basically spawn trapped right now. They need a way out. I mean, Triplet will find a pick onto Anarchy, but by themselves, Niwo is still hunting. Not going to be able to finish off that pick. understanding that the rest of the Vultures were coming up there, needed to back off, and now the Vultures actually do have a little bit of opportunity here. Oh no! Neo actually going to find himself with that bomb.
Yeah, and with Neo gone, the Hawks have now lost a major source of that aggression onto the support line for the Vultures. The Vultures able to flip this point over now. The Hawks losing Frozen Phoenix as well. The Hawks aren't going to be able to take this fight now, as Vultures will come out on top. Really well played from Triplet, able to find that pick. Like I said, the Hawks really, really good at this 5-on-5 brawl, but once you lose one member, the Vultures are able to just jump onto the Hawks' team and say, nope, we're done. We can go forward with this push, especially when you take someone out like a support for the Hawks.
Yeah, Triplet is such a menace. Watching this player on Lucio is so scary. No matter what role you are, no matter who you are, no one is safe from Triplet, who just has such great mobility. The wall riding is insane. We are going to see the ultimate, the beat drop from Triplet as well. Unfortunately, Funky Pants will not be able to receive that benefit and does get taken down. The Shatter comes out from Fulcrum as well, able to find 3 with it. They're going to find 2 picks there. And just like that, the Hawks are back on site. They've completely pushed the Vultures back.
Yeah, and Hawks now going to be able to take this point. And, you know, I want to see Frozen Phoenix take some more off angles, right? We've seen a lot of this choke spam coming out from Frozen Phoenix, but I want to see a lot more off angles coming out from this Junkrat, especially on a map like Control Center, where there's so many different angles a Junkrat can shoot from that you can surprise the Vultures. And I really want to see that. Artillery Strike will come out from the Vultures looking for their first pick, and Fulcrum will make that difficult, though, as Mango will fall. That source of healing is gone now. Sweatpants takes himself off the map as well as Fulcrum, but the Hawks, 93% and counting, and they are perfectly fine even though they lost Fulcrum here.
Yeah, I mean, Funky Pants sitting there with 3 health. Niwu literally just sitting on point. Gonna contest it there. Triplet will touch the point to keep overtime alive a little bit longer, but it's only a matter of time before Triplet is taken down. Some of the Vultures are able to make their way closer, but they won't be able to touch. And as you said, the Hawks focused on what they needed to shore up. They closed some of those openings, and they were able to take round 2, taking us to a round 3 on Lijiang.
Yeah, and this is where we may see a Pharah. Maybe we'll see some more Flyers come out. Probably
True.
not, though. Probably not because of how these teams are playing, but this is an interesting one coming out from Hawks on Anarchy. We're actually going to see them switch up the comp drastically onto this Monkey Dive. I find this very, very interesting. The Hawks, with the Monkey Dive, you have that capability of losing a member of their team. So maybe they see that the Vultures are good at taking out that one member and are able to just sort of play around with that and say, okay, fine, you want to take out one of our players, then we'll just play something else. And I am actually very curious to see what the Hawks do here, especially with this Monkey Dive, to see where exactly they choose to engage on. Is it going to be right on the Mango, but Triplet's going to find a 2K boop to start this one off.
Oh my gosh, the Observer was not ready for it. The Hawks were not ready for it. Triplet finding a very quick 2-piece. It kind of just takes the wind out of the Hawks' sails. Mango's going to find Frozen Phoenix as well. The Vultures have come out swinging. They knew what to expect, and they were ready for it immediately. The Hawks' strategy out the window. We're seeing swaps immediately. No Winston whatsoever. Fulcrum back on that Reinhardt. They're back with the brawl.
And I find that interesting, you know, switching that early on against this Brawl. Monkey, very much this Monkey Dive can take out a Brawl composition, but I guess they just want to take the mirror instead of running this Monkey into Triplet. Don't want to play that risk of rain, really, as the Hawks are going to go forward and see if they can find really anyone else here as they push forward with the speed. Really good engage here. The Hawks playing to their strengths and able to clean this fight up, going in as one unit, and the Vultures weren't ready for this, and they were able to take this fight relatively fast.
Niwu finding 3 kills at the end of the day. Frozen Phoenix able to finish up and clean up for the Hawks as well. Something that I really like out of the Hawks is their patience, right? There's a lot of waiting, a lot of peekaboo that you do in Overwatch 2, especially when you have 2 Reinhardts who are just kind of trying to shield peek each other, trying to figure out who's going to fold first. And the Hawks have had such an amazing patience and such an amazing awareness to know when to go in. Even now on the defense, they are just waiting for the Vultures to flood in, and they collapse on anyone who is on the point. Niwu going to find Mango as well. Sweatpants is kind of just separated from the rest of the team, unfortunately. Triplet will drop the beat, but it might not be enough. Niwu takes on Sweatpants. A Triplet gonna find Fulcrum. Again, these boops. Triplet is so good with them. You don't realize they're happening until you're in the spawn room.
Yeah, and see, that's really what's so good about Triplet is Triplet's the one really finding these intro picks for the Hawks to go in. Unfortunately, with Sweatpants not able to escape, Vulture's not going to be able to fully regroup. A good shatter comes in, but it will be blocked, and now a Bastion through a window. What are you going to do? Frozen Phoenix and Neo find their picks. A 10-player kill streak comes out for Neo as well here on this DPS. The Hawks playing this brawl the way they want it to be played with pure 5-on-5 aggression. The Vultures really need to find a way to get back into these looking for picks, or they need to switch up their composition a little bit, take out that Symmetra and go with maybe a Tracer and say, okay, fine, we'll take the 5-on-5. Go with Mei even. But the Vultures still looking for this pick type of brawl, and the Hawks are fine with that. They know how to counter it now.
The Hawks are very content with playing up, playing back, doing whatever needs to happen. We are going to see Window come down here, but the damage is just too immense from the Hawks. I mean, look at Neo just on this Bastion dealing so much damage, and the Vultures cannot even touch the point. The Hawks will take Li Zheng 2-1.
Yeah, and Vultures had a really good play there. We're going to see Sweatpants get the play of the game. But, the Vultures, the way they were playing this composition with this pick style of brawl was a lot more interesting than your normal 5-on-5 brawl, which is what the Hawks wanted to do, and it was working for Vultures. But unfortunately, once the Hawks were able to figure out, all right, as long as we keep our support alive, once we keep Anarchy alive, it's smooth sailing. And that's exactly what happened. The Hawks were able to overcome that pick style of brawl that the Vultures ran, and the Vultures just weren't able to adapt in time.
Yeah, I think, like you said, the Vultures had a very strong strategy in the beginning when it caught the Hawks off guard.
Yep.
But once the Hawks adapted, they changed what they needed to do. They were like, we've seen this play before. We understand. Yeah, you're going to do the thing, and we're going to do the thing. And then, and just like that, the Hawks learned. They adapted, and they predicted, right? The Vultures, unfortunately, not showing quite as much adaptivity from that map, and instead we're trying to do the same thing again and again, hoping it would work. And it did work in some specific cases, but it overall was not a resounding success.
Yeah, and we do have the second map up and ready to go, which will be Junkertown. Not surprised to see this coming out from the Vultures with how they like to play. Words are not in my specialty.
Same, no.
The way that the Vultures like to play the brawl was very pick-oriented. So I would not be surprised to see the Vultures play something like a ball or even a monkey composition here and say, all right, let's play more for picks, a Cass, a Widow, a Hanzo, an Ashe, a Pocketed Sojourn, because yes, that's still a thing. And we may see that coming out from the Vultures here as they want to play this more pick composition while the Hawks are way more comfortable on the brawl.
We'll see. The Hawks were the ones who were hovering over this monkey, dive composition, so they may be comfortable on this map as well. I know we saw Frozen Phoenix before hovering over the Widow early on Li Zheng, so it is very possible that we're just going to get a good old-fashioned sniper battle, and I'm more than happy to oblige them.
Oh, yeah, sniper battles are great, and no better map to do that other than Junkertown. Map is ready to go, so let's go ahead and see if we're going to be getting that sniper battle, if it will be between the Frozen Phoenix and the Neo. Sorry, they're on the same team. Between the Frozen Phoenix and the Sweatpants or Funky Pants, or if we're going to see something different come out here. I'm curious to see what the Vultures want to do. They picked this map. They want to go for this map to see this more poke and a more pick-based composition. The Hawks, like you said, they were able to play this monkey comp than they wanted to. So to see them come out with that composition again may be expected from the Vultures. But instead, we get Niwu on the Hog. Vultures will have Mango on the Widow, Sweatpants on the Wrecking Ball. This is interesting. This is not what I expected to see from the Hawks. This is what I expected to see from the Vultures.
Yeah, from the Vultures, plain and simple, you predicted it. This is the kind of composition that we were going to see, that we should see Funky Pants hovering over this Mercy as well, so that Mango can get a little bit of a boost. Sweatpants switching over to the Hog. We might see this Hog Ditto coming out here. I think it's no secret that Niwu really loves this Hog and is just a consistent Hog player. As we're starting this match, I do want to point out here really quickly, Anarchy on the side of the Hawks was substituted out for WoW Classic, who is now in on the DPS line, and Fulcrum instead is taking that on a position. And WoW Classic, maybe not quite warmed up just yet, immediately gets taken down by Mango with a beautiful headshot.
Yeah, we are going to see a triplet. Has no fear, puts down the lamp and tries to contest Neo here. But yeah, this Hog mirror, these players like to have fun, like to go up against each other, especially in these show matches, and will just go for it. An amazing anti-nade comes in from Fulcrum to take that kill out onto Sweatpants. The Vultures still getting some movement on this card, as Triplet will be taken out by WoW Classic, who gets credited with that kill. But this is why I expected more of the ball. To take this Hog battle with Neo is very, very risky. Sweatpants is definitely one of the players who could pull that off, but very risky to try to take this comp, especially when you have Frozen Phoenix in your backlines, who's just going to snipe down your supports.
I agree, though. There are very few players that I would think are willing and able to take on this Neo kind of a Hog duel. Sweatpants is one of those players who is up for the challenge, as we do see Sweatpants is credited with the kill onto Neo. And Vulture's making a bit of progress here. They're making some space. WoW Classic just peppering in some shots right now. Is being pressured by Sweatpants. Gets very, very low before being healed up. And we do see a little bit of a trade. King Swift for Wild Pants, Triplet on the Frozen Phoenix, and Sweatpants finding Fulcrum. So right now, Vulture's in a very good position. Mango gonna find another one onto WoW Classic. This has opened up the payload. The opportunities are there. Sweatpants with a
canceled.
phenomenal dodge. The Immortality Field is going to save Sweatpants.
I love these little interactions between the players. That lamp was definitely the reason that Sweatpants lived there, and just like that, Neo was taken out. Triplet takes out Fulcrum. The Vulture is now able to move this forward and also have this first checkpoint here. Sweatpants going to be coming out here on this Hog and doing some work. Triplet finds Frozen Phoenix. The Vulture's doing a really good job here, but I am glad to see the switch from Neo over onto the Orisa, the major counter of Hog. So Hawk's going to switch it up a little bit here, but the Vultures have 4 minutes to move this card forward.
Move over, Neo. There's a new king in town. Sweatpants taking over the resident Hog player, apparently. Sweatpants has been practicing.
Yeah, Sweatpants was ready to go. It's like, all right, I'm prepared for this Hog mirror. We're not playing ball in this map. That would make sense. King Swiffer is going to take out Sweatpants here, and now this axe shooting through the dead body. It's a great little barrier so no one can see you. Going to try and take out Wild Pants, who is still hiding, but the head peeks out and is taken by WoW Classic. Bob online and ready to go. Vulture switching over to the Zarya now. I like to see these switches. They're interesting switches, but I do like to see the switches instead of staying on this Hog when you go up against a counter. Now we're going to be running Zarya, who's been a little bit slept on recently. A nice shot comes out from Mango. Zarya's been slept on a little bit, but against something like an Orisa with a Kiriko and all of this, not too surprising.
Oh my gosh, Frozen Phoenix just waiting for them to walk into the crosshairs. I agree, seeing the Zarya is really interesting. I'm not sure if Zarya is the counter to Orisa, but so far it seems to be working well. Sweatpants has been able to stay alive a little bit longer, make that pressure. Neo will find Triplet, and again, the Vultures are just very spread out right now. Neo gonna find both of the support players for the Vultures. Sweatpants gonna find one, and Wild Pants will use that tire to finish off Neo. They need that, right? Neo has just been a force ever since he switched over to this Orisa. The Vultures have not been able to make much progress. They haven't been able to make much space with this Orisa in their way. So forcing out that tire to take down Neo seems to be the only option that they could go for.
Yeah, and a big thing here is on point 2, it's really expected for the attacking team to run more of a dive. So seeing this Zarya, Widow, Junkrat, it's a little funky. Mango's taken out by Frozen Phoenix, who is now going to be going on to the Zarya, but Liv comes out, and now we are going to see that King Swiffer pops that Kitsune rush to secure this fight. Valkyrie's used by Funky Pants as well, but Frozen Phoenix taking these aggressive angles just under the 2-minute mark, and the Vultures need to really switch up this composition here because it's not working for them. The Hawks are just able to really sit behind and just find these picks from Frozen Phoenix, from King Swiffer, from WoW Classic against this Zarya composition. But as I'm saying that, Triplet's able to find 2.
Like I said before, Triplet is carrying this team right now. No matter what position, what character Triplet plays, he's just getting kill after kill after kill. You want your BAP to do healing, Triplet will heal and get the kills for you. Triplet finds another one, and another one.
Triplet, I will do it myself. Triplet finds a triplet kill and will now go forward with this. Yeah, Triplet just gave up on the entire Overwatch game and just said, all right, I will kill everyone.
I think that was a penta. I'm pretty sure Triplet got every single member of the team there.
I guess we'll see it in the play of the game later. So, Vultures, Triplet, another one. Mango finds WoW Classic. Sweatpants switching onto this Doomfist. Now switching over to this dive. A little bit of a later switch, but we are going to see it as Sweatpants find another one onto Fulcrum. This composition is something.
I think it's really interesting to see Funky Pants is boosting Triplet. Of all people, you're not going to boost your sniper. Instead, you are boosting Triplet, the BAP. I mean, maybe it's for the best. Frozen Phoenix will find Mango. Mango is going to get res. Frozen Phoenix does have that infrared and is just looking for more, hunting for the head of Mercy here.
Yeah, not going to quite find it, but we are going to see that Mango just jumps out of nowhere looking for these picks. Sweatpants will find Mango, and now we are going to see that Funky Pants going to be hunted down by Niwo, who will find them into this fight. Triplet finds one. Wild Pants is down next, but Triplet still alive in the back lines. There
it is. It just takes a second, right? There's a little bit of a delay.
Yeah, you just got to use all 5 ultimates on Triplet. That's all it is.
Yeah, you just have to use the entire team 1v5 and pray and hope you can take down Triplet.
Yeah, Triplet, definitely one of those players that you just have to look out for. It doesn't matter what role they're on, but especially on this support. Such a scary, scary role. Niwo getting very aggressive and will get punished for it. Wild Pants gonna find one. Sweatpants gonna be looking for one of their own onto this. On it here. Mango finds Fulcrum, gets credited with that kill. A punch comes out, punches them all off the edge. Sweatpants finds it onto Frozen Phoenix, looking for more. Punches the Kiriko into the wall. Comes in from behind. Sweatpants finds another one with the ground pound, looking for a third, and there it is. WoW Classic falls. Niwo's all alone. The damage boost is on Sweatpants. Niwo, you better run, as Sweatpants is going to retreat from this fight. 20 seconds remaining, but the Vultures, 4 ultimates to their name.
The Vultures are also just completely in control of the payload right now. Sweatpants is doing a great job of just forcing the other members back. Will be forced to use that Doom ultimate. Frozen Phoenix not paying attention, will get taken out, landed directly on by that meteor strike, and sometimes you're too focused hunting for heads than paying attention to your own. King Swiffer will find another pick onto Wild Pants. So again, it's a 1-for-1 trade right now. Sweatpants gets taken down by WoW Classic. You can only negate so much damage. Triplet coming out of nowhere will find King Swiffer. Funky Pants able to use that opportunity to res Sweatpants. Mango taken down by Frozen Phoenix. This is a bloodbath right now. The trades are flying back and forth. Wild Pants finds 2 with the tire.
This fight is going all over the place. Don't C9 the point, Vultures, as they're taken off with the spin from Niwo. Vultures running a funky and sweaty and Wild Pants composition, able to find 80 meters there, and things are looking up for the Vultures right now, which is odd because they're Vultures, which normally they're looking down. Right?
Yeah, normally Vultures are looking down. They are those sort of animals, they're scavengers. They are looking for whatever they can find on the ground. I mean, you could also argue that hawks are also looking down normally, as they're predators and hunters looking for like mouse or snake. Mice or snakes that are running around in the fields.
Fun fact.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I love fun facts.
Yeah. First off, Niwo and I had another conversation.
Speaking of, yeah.
But second off, did you know? The hawks is the United States bird, right? Did you know?
I thought that was an eagle.
I think it's changeable, isn't it? I think I've seen a hawk a couple times. Like, I know it's eagle, like, for the United States
It's like the
flag.
bald eagle.
I've seen, yeah, but I swear I've seen hawk before as well.
Okay.
It's a state bird. That's what I think. It's a state bird of somewhere.
Ours is the Virginia state bird is the cardinal. If you ever wanted to look up state birds, Virginia's is the cardinal. We have a red bird. And when it snows, they're very pretty, but it doesn't snow enough here. Enough about birds and snow. We are back into this game. Hawks running a very interesting composition. Neo in particular on this Junker Queen. Ryan very briefly mentioned it, but loves to see this Junker Queen will get taken down by Triplet. Vultures running a very standard composition. Sweatpants on the Sig, Wild Pants on the Junk, Mango on the Widow, and Funky Pants and Triplet staying with the supports that they had, Mercy and Bap respectively.
Yeah, and we are going to see that Mango is going to get rushed down by this Neo on the ball. No longer on that Jungle Queen. Fulcrum finds Wild Pants, going to bring this one up to a starting fight for the Hawks to go forward here. And without that pick for the Vulture, it's the major source of damage gone. All you have is Mango, who can't really set up because Neo is just really going on top of them and not really letting them play the game. 35 HP is going to look for a pick. Will find a hit marker, but won't be able to find the head. Is going to be hunted down by Sweatpants a little bit. The slam comes out, and Mango taken down by Neo, who just put so much pressure on that backline.
Yeah, poor Mango. She's just trying to play the game, just trying to snipe, and eating so much pressure from Neo in the backline. Will finally get taken down by Sweatpants. Vultures are going to need to switch up this composition here. We already saw the switch from the Hawks. Neo switching from that Junker Queen on to the ball. And it has been working out phenomenally for the Hawks. They've really been taking advantage of that.
Yeah, and I just want to mention this really, really fast here. It's New Hampshire.
Yeah.
That is the state bird. It's a hawk for New Hampshire. The country is Indonesia. It's actually a little island off of Indonesia called Java.
Oh.
So if you're familiar with
JavaScript.
That worked. I was gonna say the country, but yes, that's what I was thinking. I was thinking of New Hampshire at the time, but yes, that is for the Hawks, and Vultures are ancient Egypt. They're the bird of the pharaoh. But anyways, Nano comes out on to Neo as WoW Classic finds Sweatpants. Triplet is going to be able to find Frozen Phoenix. Lamp comes out, trades on either side for now. The Rock is not going to quite connect to Neo. 6 seconds on that grapple. Really good ball mechanics as that ball is just going to slam on. The Kitsune Rush comes out and healing on to Neo. WoW Classic finds Funky Pants. WoW Classic falls in return. Mines on the point here. Hawks trying to secure this point as an anti comes out. Triplet going to take one as Neo finds Wild Pants. Neo going to find another one on to Mango as Frozen Phoenix finds Sweatpants. All that is left is Triplet, but that is not something you want to take for granted. Frozen Phoenix finds them finally there, and the Hawks moving forward onto point.
I think really what turned that fight was Neo and the maneuverability and the survivability of this ball. The ability to just stay alive for so long. King Swiffer came in clutch with the Kitsune Rush. And the Hawks aren't even giving the Vultures any time to breathe. While we're sitting over here watching WoW Classic push the payload, the rest of the team is pushing forward, collecting more kills. Kill after kill after kill. The Vultures are just trying to get back into position, and the Hawks have pushed up so far that they were able to pick up 3 kills before the Vultures even understood what was happening.
Yeah, this is the comp I expected to see from the attacking side, is this very diveable composition from the Hawks, where really your only source of being scared is Fulcrum on this Ana from just taking them out. But without the Vultures using a Kiriko, this Ana gets so much value. King Swiffer will find Sweatpants, and Mango using the blade going to find Fulcrum. Mango can't really go on to point though, as there's mines covering it. WoW Classic finds Triplet as well, who will find Funky Pants to slam onto Mango. This is what you expect to see on Junkertown. You tend to see this dive composition with a Wrecking Ball, a Tracer, or a Genji, and instead of the Reaper, normally you will see a Widow. So that's the more interesting pick coming out from the Hawks. But honestly, it's working for him, right? And this is that map where dive is really what you want to run. And now, with just under 4 minutes, the Hawks do not have to finish this point to win.
Yeah, they just need to push it slightly further than what the Vultures got. Something interesting, though, I do like the switches that we're seeing out of the Vultures. King Swiffer going to find Mango. King Swiffer, we haven't talked about this a whole lot, but King Swiffer has been hitting an abnormal amount of headshots on this Kiriko, has been going absolutely insane, just hitting everything and is hunting for more, getting very, very aggressive on this Kiriko. Something else that I do like that I want to talk about really quickly is Wild Pants on the Sombra. We did just see Wild Pants get taken down by Niwo, but I do like the idea that Niwo is a problem, and to counter that, throwing out the Sombra there, hoping to hack this ball and get rid of the ball, make it less of a problem in the future.
Yeah, and that tends to be your go-to pick when a ball is getting on your nerves, is going to the Sombra, which is a very good pick, and arguably, you know, that's when the translocator's been found. Oh no, Wild Pants. That translocator sitting on the Mega. That was the first thing a Sombra player never does, and is taken out. Niwo will find that kill, and now the Blade will come out as well from Frozen Phoenix. It's just going to be a hunt, but Mango going to find Frozen Phoenix, looking for more here. But as I was saying, you know, this Sombra, a very good counter pick against the ball, but one of the things you have to be aware of is when you have a player like Niwo or even like Prodigy on Wrecking Ball, Sombra is very risky to run because they're just going to outmaneuver you and you're not going to be able to get that hack off. So a lot of people tend to run Mei instead, getting that slow rather than the hack off. We've seen a couple successful hacks come out, another one right there, but you have to be really, very careful running Sombra against a ball who really knows what they're doing.
And Niwo certainly does know exactly what he's doing. He has been getting hacked over and over again, which is great, but unfortunately the Vultures can't capitalize on this hack. They have the opening, the opportunity is there, but unfortunately the follow-through is just not quite. Mango will use that Deadeye, will find Fulcrum, but that's just about it before being taken down by Niwo. The Hawks in a great position to keep pushing this payload forward. Sweatpants will use his Terra Surge, only going to find a WoW Classic who uses the Death Blossom.
That's one
Who does that?
That's one way to counter Terra Surge, I guess. EMP, a massive EMP comes out, will connect on to 2, but ultimates are all available for the Hawks. Kitsune is used, Mines are used, Valkyrie is used from the Vultures, but it doesn't matter as WoW Classic finds 3, and the Hawks with another victory over the Vultures. Match point for this state bird of New Hampshire.
Or for the Java flag.
The Java flag, yes. The Indonesian country bird or the New Hampshire state bird. We say some interesting things on broadcast.
I love learning new things. This is great. This is what all broadcasts should be. Just throw out some fun trivia facts. Of course, while we're watching Sweatpants on this Doomfest, I know we didn't talk about it too much, but Sweatpants doing a really, really great job. I think just slightly overshadowed by Niwo and the ability that Niwo was able to do, the utility and the just devastation that Niwo caused in his path as the Wrecking Ball. I do think the important thing to note here, right, when we talk a lot about Niwo, we talk about Roadhog.
Yeah.
Roadhog. And the fact that Sweatpants was able to pull out the Ditto and win and force Niwo off of that Roadhog, I think it should be, should be something to talk about, should be congratulated. Of course, both these players really, really good, and I love seeing that this back and forth between the tanks. But before we get into this final match, before we start talking about, match point, what's happening next, if you're enjoying what you're seeing here and you want to see more, make sure to follow Esports Tower on their socials. It is literally at Esports Tower. Super easy. Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, everywhere essentially. And of course, if you like seeing myself, you like seeing Ryan, you want to hear more of our lovely voices, want to see more of our studio, make sure to follow Shenandoah Esports. That's at Shenyu Esports, Twitch, or TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram, and everywhere else, Twitch, YouTube, that is at Shenandoah Esports. Oh man, so many social media have T in the name.
Yeah, they really do,
Twitch,
don't they?
TikTok, Twitter. Oh my gosh, they all have similar sounds too. It trips me up.
Well, there's another T for you. Okay, so who's going to make the social media platform called Trip?
No, please don't.
Just for Alex. I want to be able to hear Alex say on TikTok, Twitter, Twitch, and Trip.
Nope. So, see, it's not worth it. Let's go back to talking about Hawks in New Hampshire. Just kidding. Before, let's get back to Overwatch. We are talking about Hawks, and we're talking about Vultures. And right now, Hawks on the precipice of a 3-0 sweep. They are looking really, really good so far. They have been very dominant. We have seen signs of life from the Vultures, but they need to kick it up one extra notch if they want to take us to a Game 4. If not, the Hawks, they're really positioning themselves for a 3-0, and the last map will be hybrid, and it will be one of Ryan's favorites. It's Kings Row.
It's one of everyone's favorites. If you don't like Kings Row, then, well, you probably don't play Overwatch. But anyways, yeah, Kings Row, another pick from the Vultures here. I'm not too surprised, honestly. Yeah. They went with the more pick-based composition, weren't really prepared to see Niwo come out on this Wrecking Ball and just say, okay, time for me to play the pick composition, and really just went for it. So seeing them go over to Kings Row, where Reinhardt's very, very common, we'll probably see either a mirror of the Reinhardt from, obviously, the Hawks. They'll probably run Reinhardt here, but definitely something like a Reinhardt or Ramatra Brawl might be coming out as well. We've been seeing that a lot on Kings Row, and we may see that come out from the Vultures and more of a Reinhardt come out from the Hawks just because of their comfort in that brawl.
I think the really important question to ask as we're getting into this game, into this map, is for the Hawks. A majority of their players are main tank players. Who is going to lead the charge? Right? Who's gonna play that tank? My money is on Fulcrum.
Fulcrum?
Yeah.
All right. I can see that. Let's go ahead and see as the map is ready to go here. Who will be the tank player playing the Reinhardt? That is honestly not what I was going to expect.
Well, Frozen Phoenix was my second guess, and we have seen Frozen Phoenix on Kings Row on this Reinhardt before, so that's my fault for not predicting that.
I mean, let's see. We've seen Fulcrum on Ryan, King Swiffer on Ryan, Frozen Phoenix on Ryan, WoW Classic on Ryan, and Niwo on Ryan. In fact, we've seen 5 Ryans on this team. Ryans on this team. I'm a Ryan. But the Ramatra are going to be coming out from the Vultures. A more interesting version of the Ramatra Brawl, but they're going to have a lot more damage with this Zen Kiriko support line. That is going to put a lot of pressure onto the Hawks, especially on this Reinhardt, keeping that Discord Orb onto Frozen Phoenix constantly. The Vultures, they'll have that capability, but only if Niwo is not taking people out of the fight.
Yeah, if Mango can stay alive a little bit longer, the Vultures do have that extra damage. Sweatpants is able to find 1, but Niwo able to find 3 in total for that fight, and the Vultures sent back to the spawn doors. Funky Pants trying to do a little bit of poking, a little bit of damage, but the Hawks are just pressing the advantage. They're taking advantage of the opening and the opportunity that Niwo made and gave to them.
Yeah, and now Hawks are able to just continue this forward. Another pick comes out on the triplet. Niwo takes out Wild Pants. We're going to see that Funky Pants is going to go in, but the charge comes out onto the Ramatra. Funky Pants falls down to their own magnetic grenade. Frozen Phoenix will find Sweatpants, but the Hawks, no one alive to go forward here, and the Hawks are just really struggling. The Vultures are really struggling to get past this choke point with this brawl, and the Vultures have so much more damage than the Hawks.
I love seeing Triplet on the Kiriko just jumping over top the Hawks. Triplet will find WoW Classic with that headshot, and the Shatter from Frozen Phoenix will come out as well. Sweatpants will get caught up in that and taken down. Niwo gonna find Funky Pants, and again, anytime the Vultures try to move forward, they try to make something happen, they try to break onto the scene, the Hawks are there ready to respond. Specifically, Niwo has been going absolutely insane right now.
Yeah, what I love to see is Niwo, who is literally in the front lines. Deadeye is going to get popped, but won't be able to find anyone with it, unfortunately. But the Vultures will have a few ultimates ready to go here soon. Annihilation, Deadeye, and Kitsune Rush. We may see Kitsune Rush Annihilation mix here if Sweatpants chooses to hold it that long. The Nano comes out, but Annihilation is actually going to get used here as well as Transcendence. Triplet takes out Niwo. Wild Pants falls next here. This may be a really risky investment coming out from the Vultures, but the picks are coming out, and Hawks are literally flipping the map with the Vultures at the moment as Frozen Phoenix is in the spawn doors. Triplet will cleanse and not get taken out as Triplet finds Fulcrum here. The Vultures gonna secure 1 tick, looking for more, looking to secure this entire point. And the Hawks, though, King Swiffer and Frozen Phoenix ready to go. Beat is ready as well. We're probably gonna see that used any second.
Frozen Phoenix doing a great job of just getting onto the point. Triplet takes out Neo. Wild Pants takes down Frozen Phoenix, and the Vultures, they've completely flipped the point. They use Kitsune Rush. I don't know if it was a necessary ult expenditure, but Triplet just wanted to secure that point. Vultures will take the checkpoint.
Yeah, and you know, I really expected King Swiffer to use that sound barrier there to keep Frozen Phoenix alive and stall a little bit longer. Triplet did use that Kitsune Rush, which is a major push forward for the Vultures as Sweatpants switches over to this Doomfist now instead of that Ramatra. We will see that Deadeye is online as well as Artillery Strike for Wild Pants, and that's going to be really the big space maker for the Vultures right now. You don't have that Reinhardt to swing a hammer around a corner anymore, while the Hawks do, and then Pin will come out and find Wild Pants. King Swiffer will find one as well, but an amazing Blizzard comes out from WoW Classic there, who's now going to be looking for more picks. Mango finds WoW Classic, however, and now the Vultures struggling as they're a little bit split up at the moment. Fulcrum's taken down, the shield wasn't up, and the Vultures are actually taking this one in their own hands.
Yeah, you said the Vultures were split up, and it somehow worked out in their favor. I don't know how, but the Hawks also got split up, and the Vultures were able to use their positioning the higher ground to their advantage, and they just keep finding pick after pick after pick, and they're just staggering the Hawks more and more, allowing them more space and to get closer and closer to getting to the second checkpoint.
Yeah, and one thing I want to mention is now the Vultures have a really good ult rotation in their books. We have Zenyatta, Transcendence, Deadeye, and Artillery Strike in the tables. One member will fall. It will be Wild Pants, who's not going to be able to use Artillery Strike. Hawks will use Beat, but now they really only have 2 ults left. The Vultures have a much better rotation of their ultimates ready to go here. Funky Pants will be going after King Swiffer. Mango finds Frozen Phoenix and Fulcrum falls as well, but King Swiffer will take out the 1v1 onto Funky Pants. Mango finds King Swiffer. Wild Classic will drop down next. Hawks going to try and contest this point, but all that is left is Neo on this Widowmaker. Vultures able to secure it. 3 minutes to secure this final checkpoint, and the Vultures still have a lot of ultimates to their name. 3 of them to go. The Hawks only have Infrared and Nano.
Infrared will give them a little bit of information, but right now the Hawks just need to figure out a way to stop the Vultures from moving forward. Ever since the Vultures had such a great hold, a great take onto that first checkpoint, they have been uncontested. They've been moving forward consistently here. We are going to see Nano comes out on Frozen Phoenix. We will see a quick trade here. Frozen Phoenix is able to find Mango, but Triplet finds Niwu. And again, these trades are just going back and forth. WoW Classic taken down by Sweatpants. Triplet in a phenomenal position, just looking down onto the battlefield, ensuring that the rest of the Vultures are all topped up. Wild Pants going to find 2, and there's no one left from the Hawks.
Yeah, the Hawks now no one left and only 1 ultimate to their name. The Vultures still have Deadeye and still have Kitsune Rush, and with the way that Triplet is hitting these shots, you have to be careful. The point uncontested will be taken by the Vultures with 2 minutes left. The Hawks have an amazing push to go forward if they want to continue this matchup and stop the Vultures from taking a nap.
Wow, the Vultures, 2 minutes, 7 seconds on their time clock. They've got a lot of time to play with, especially if the Hawks are able to get to overtime. But that's the big question, right? The Vultures had such a good push on King's Row. Will the Hawks be able to, follow in their footsteps? Are they going to be able to push this payload to completion?
Yeah, that is the question you have to ask and have to be careful of, is now the Vultures with that 2 minute and 7 second time bank. The Hawks, even if they finish with 0 seconds, the Vultures only have to get 1 tick to win. The Vultures put one amazing fight up against the Hawks and really set the standard and said, listen, we're not done yet. And they took this divier brawl into their own power and really went for it. Hawks going to be going back on this brawl here as Nebo switches from a few different hit scans. Vultures going to go back to this brawl that we saw them back on Lijiang. Hawks, however, still gonna maybe run the Soldier. I don't wanna say anything. We still got 14 seconds left.
Yeah, anytime you say anything, Nebo is like, let me switch it up. Let me play something a little different. Yeah,
I think we're good. We're at 5 seconds.
I think we're good. Establishing, gonna stay on the Soldier at least for now. And I mean, my mind is kind of blown here. The Hawks had such a great hold in the very beginning. They were able to really hold the Vultures, and all it took was one very solid win for the Vultures, and they just used that momentum and pushed it to the end of this map.
Yeah, and now the Vultures in a really good position here to really say, Hawks, listen, come at us. Let's see what you've got. The Vultures going to start putting some major damage into the Hawks here, but I really like how the Vultures are playing this. I think it's a little risky to go back into this mirror of a brawl, as the Hawks we saw were really, really good at it. Sweatpants finds a nice Fire Strike kill onto WoW Classic, but the Hawks going to already secure one tick onto this point here. The Vultures will come out on top, it does look like here, but as I was saying, the Vultures running this brawl, a little bit of a riskier play. The Hawks were just able to out-brawl the Vultures beforehand, so running this pure brawl rather than that pickier Doomfist and Ramattra brawl may be risky for the Vultures to do, but so far doing a good job. They just have to not let the Hawks come in and take out Frozen Phoenix or Niwo or WoW Classic extremely early.
Yeah. I think right now what we're looking at here is a little bit of a crisis for Niwo. Oh my gosh, Triplet will make even more of a crisis for Niwo. Frozen Phoenix will find Mango with the Shatter. That was 4 members hit by the Shatter. Vultures still reeling from that. The trades are happening, but I think the Hawks are on the upper hand of here. Never mind, Wild Pants and Triplet are still alive. You cannot count them out. And just like that, they've completely changed the battle.
Yeah, oh, Niwo, not again. Triplet able to find a nice Kiriko moment onto a Tracer, and Vultures going to secure that point after Shatter was used from the Hawks, but that is what I want to mention. Hawks only use Shatter. You saw Window and you saw Kitsune Rush used for the Vultures, so we got ults on either side here. 2 minutes left. Shatter is online for the Vultures as well. Artillery Strike, High Noon will be ready soon as well. Hawks will have a lot of their ultimates ready coming up. WoW Classic going to be close to this Death Blossom, but going to get healed up. Triplet just going to jump into the backlines of the Hawks. Isn't going to get punished for it and will still live here. Trades on the other side as Niwo finds a pulse bomb kill onto Wild Pants. Mango finding WoW Classic. Hawks taking a slow approach. The Nano comes out. Mango going to start healing from this backline here. No contest. Wet Pants finds a Shatter. The Nano still alive and ready to go, but the Cleanse keeps Frozen Phoenix up for a little bit longer, who will find 2 picks onto Funky Pants and Triplet. Vultures now need to find their saving grace once more, but Frozen Phoenix is going to swing this hammer and bat you out of the park, and the Hawks will secure this point.
Yeah, we're just seeing a Reinhardt duel just off in the side while Hawks are securing the rest of the point. There it is, finally. It seems like it took a little bit longer. No, that's it. I think Niwo, it's time to hang up the Tracer hat. It's done. I was about to say, I really, respect Niwo for sticking with this Tracer. If I got domed twice by a Kiriko, I would have, I would have hung it up. We saw it again. That's 3 times. I really do like the perseverance that we're seeing.
The grit that Neo has is incredible.
And we're going to see a massive Shatter come out here. Fulcrum will take down Funky Pants. WoW Classic credited with the kill onto Sweatpants. And the Hawks are moving forward. This is very similar to what we saw out of the Vultures when they were able to capture that first checkpoint. They were just able to follow that momentum and keep moving forward. WoW Classic going to take down Triplet so that Triplet will stop hitting the other DPS Niwu so he can play the game.
Yeah, and that's the thing with Brawl on King's Row, is it's very snowbally. Once you win one fight, it's very easy to just continue on that momentum, continue forward, have that amp speed just ready to go every 12 seconds that we see from King Swiffer beforehand. And that's what we're seeing from the Hawks right now. We're seeing that snowball come into play. Vultures, though, 4 ultimates ready to go. Hawks will have 3. Soundberry comes out in return to that window, and Blossom finds 4. Frozen Phoenix finds 1, but it's not going to matter as the Hawks, with an amazing play, 2 ultimates used against the Vultures. Both support ultimates. Artillery Strike will be used by Wild Pants, but it's not going to matter as the Hawks take this point with relative ease.
I am astounded. I am shell-shocked right now. What an amazing play. I was about to question why that Lucio, not again. It's not a headshot, but Niwo is struggling against Triplet, who just has his number. Niwo might want to consider switching off of this Tracer. Triplet seems to just have the playbook down. I mean, Going back to the play, though, the Hawks, what a phenomenal play they had. Frozen Phoenix going to find Wild Pants. The Shatter comes out. Triplet finds 2. Triplet is unstoppable right now. Sweatpants finds King Swiffer, but it is the Triplet show right now, and we are just watching it.
Yeah, I need some stats for Triplet, specifically the Triplet versus Aniwo battles, because Triplet is just playing Overwatch at the moment on Baptiste, on Purico, just coming out on top and finding these picks. Already going to have Kitsune Rush. Once again, the Hawks, no ultimates. This is what the Vultures need. They need the Hawks to be low. Nano comes out. The anti comes out as well. Will get stunned back down, however, and due to that anti, we're going to see that Sweatpants not going to be able to go as purely aggressive as they want to here. Another anti comes out. Kitsune Rush is going to be used by Triplet. Ooh. And now we're going to see that Frozen Phoenix is able to walk forward into this fight. The pin comes out, but as well as the cleanse, Triplet keeps the Reinhardt alive as Mango finds WoW Classic. Sweatpants looking for more here as we approach just under 2 minutes for the Hawks to take this win. But a dry fight used for the Hawks is perfectly fine with all of their ultimates above the 70% line as Neo switches over to Sojourn and will take out Wild Pants.
I think Sojourn is a very, very good pick. It'll allow a little bit of space between Neo and Triplet specifically, but it will also give a little bit more mobility and a little bit of that ability to just destroy from afar. Frozen Phoenix will get the shatter onto Triplet. The Hawks finally making some space and pushing forward. Time is ticking away, so even if they complete it now, they will not have as much time as the Vultures. They just need to focus on finishing this map. The Hawks chose the left side, and they chose incorrectly. Vultures charging from the other side. Deadeye comes down, takes down King Swiffer. Neo will be able, looking for more. WoW Classic finds 2. And they see 9.
Yep, Sweatpants not able to get to that point in time there. And just like that, the Hawks and the Vultures going to be going into a round 3 and 4. 1 minute and 3 for the Hawks. 2:07 for Vultures. That is 2 fights more for the Vultures. And the Hawks are going to be the ones attacking first. They need to make an insane push here. They were held for a very long time on that first point, as we just saw on the attacking side. So now the Hawks need to reevaluate what they want to do. Are we going to have Neo on the Sojourn this time? Are we going to have them back on the Tracer? What is the plan of attack going forward for the Hawks? Because the Vultures, you're not comfy right now, but you are very happy with what you've seen.
Yes.
With now you have 2 extra pushes against the Hawks when you get to attack, and all you have to do is set the standard and just hold them the entire time.
Exactly right. As you're saying, Vultures can't rest on their laurels just yet, but this is the best opportunity we've seen out of them to win this game, to take this game, prevent Hawks from finishing off the best of 5 series, and to take us to a game 4. The pressure is mounting for both of these teams as we are in overtime. The Hawks only 1 minute and 3 seconds to work with. The Vultures double that time.
Yeah, and I'm very glad to see Neo on the Bastion rather than this Tracer instead, because Triplet just able to really outplay and just able to, well, not outplay, but really just aim with this Kiriko, able to just find those headshots. So I'm very glad to see Neo switch back over to this Bastion. A lot of damage. We're going to see the speed, the aggression coming out from the Hawks, and that's what they need. They need to be aggressive. They need to play as one unit, as we saw on Lijiang earlier against the Vultures Brawl, and this is what we need to see. Neo will find the first pick on the Wild Pants here, and this is exactly what the Hawks need to win this fight.
Yeah, a great pick for the Hawks. They're going to find another one onto Funky Pants. That's both of the DPS players for the Vultures taken down. Sweatpants will collide with Frozen Phoenix. But Frozen Phoenix overextended a little bit. Doesn't have the backup that they need. Will be forced back. Gets so very low. Stunned out once more. Immortality Field is dropped. Niwu takes down Sweatpants and Mango. Frozen Phoenix going to find Wild Pants. And time, 10 seconds remaining, but the Hawks were able to capture the point, and they do have control of the payload now.
Yeah, I'm very, very glad to see this switch come out from the Hawks, go back to their roots of what they did on Lijiang and play this Brawl the way they know how to play it. 3 on cart to get that maximum speed for the cart here past the archway. Vultures going to switch that Reinhardt from Sweatpants onto Wrecking Ball, so we're going to see this dive come back out. The Vultures, we've seen them play this ball beforehand, but on the contest is where it matters. Frozen Phoenix going to start this one off strong as Triplet and Funky Pants are gone, and now the Hawks are just going to walk forward with this cart. No contest, and we have so many ultimates ready to be used for the Hawks as well.
So many ultimates indeed. Wild Pants going to get taken down, and the Hawks have been doing a great job of staggering the Vultures. The Vultures have only been able to take that first team fight, and ever since then, it's just been 1v1v1. Triplet comes in, saves Mango for a little bit longer, but now is in danger themselves. Hopefully, Triplet will be able to find someone to teleport to. Wrecking Ball behind. They're very close to capturing this second point. Sweatpants here just being a nuisance, but only for so long. Frozen Phoenix finds Triplet, and again, the Vultures just haven't had any time to group up, and instead, we're just seeing them getting picked off one by one by one.
Yeah, and you know, if you're the Hawks, you're fine with this. You have that all rotation in your favor. You just used Nano, but you have Death Blossom, you have Artillery Strike, you have Shatter, and you have Beat ready to go. The Vultures, Artillery Strike, Mines, and Window ready to go. Oh no, the Artillery Strike and Spawn going to be hunting down the rest of the Vultures here. Triplet is actually going to be forced off the edge. The Hawks, this is an incredible push we've seen from them, something that we didn't really see on their attacking round originally, but this is a different Hawks that we have seen. Mango will find two. Shatter comes out, however. WoW Classic finds two. Frozen Phoenix finds another one. WoW Classic will taken down by Funky Pants, who's going to try and save this with the Hanzo. However, the Beat comes out to stave Frozen Phoenix and the rest of the Hawks here. Neo switches back over to that Tracer. A nice headshot comes out on King Swift for Triplet. Next, Sweatpants finds Frozen Phoenix. The Vultures going to stop this cap from the Hawks, but a 1 minute and 7 second push into double overtime into checkpoint 3. What are you going to do, Vultures? You have one incredible push that you have to make now.
The ball is in the Vultures' court right now, and I think when we were looking at this, we saw the Hawks, they had half the time the Vultures did. But by the end, as soon as you get that first checkpoint, time doesn't matter anymore. The Hawks had run out of time, and they were just living off of that overtime and off of that one consistent, concise push. The Vultures have a little bit more time to take that first point, but again, they will need to show a very strong push. Vultures taking a bit of time here to contemplate what sort of composition they want to run, and they're going with something a little bit different here. Sweatpants no longer hovering over this Ryan, and instead hovering over this Doomfist. Again, as Ryan was talking about earlier in this, they're looking for a little bit more of a picky composition where they want to get these picks. They want to find those healers in the backline. They want to get rid of Fulcrum. They want to get rid of King Swiffer early on so that they can really give themselves space to move on to this point.
Yeah, and seeing this Doomfist come out, Sweatpants playing really, really well on this Doomfist today, I'm very glad to see that come out from Sweatpants, but Neo on the other side, going to be on the Cassidy this time, instead of the Tracer, instead of the Bastion. So now we're going to see a lot of more burst damage come out from the Hawks. For the Vultures, someone will be going forward tonight. Either it will be the Hawks with a 3-0 or the Vultures looking to start a reverse sweep. It is going to be entirely onto the Vultures here, but Wild Pants starting off dead will not go in their favor. Neo will find Triplet. Sweatpants does find Fulcrum, but Funky Pants falling low here. The Wraith is forced on the side of the Hawks. The Hawks still doing well and stopping the Vultures, who are now starting to stagger a little bit on the point. Sweatpants needs to live here if they want to stand a point. If they want to go forward here, they will survive. But Vultures have a long way to go if they want to take the Hawks out.
Funky Pants on this Hanzo has been doing so much damage to not only the shield of Frozen Phoenix, but also the remaining players. Frozen Phoenix will get a weird interaction there, but Neo finding Wild Pants once again. Wild Pants cannot catch a break right now. Wraith Form is used. Mango will get the res onto Wild Pants. WoW Classic overextending a little bit, does get caught out by 3 members of the Vultures, and now the Vultures, they are striking. They are going to find 2 picks here. We will see Meteor Strike is used. Fulcrum will be staying alive for a little bit longer, but taken down. Kasune Rush is popped. Frozen Phoenix finds Triplet. They're looking for more hunting. Sweatpants looking again for those healers in the back line.
Yeah, and Sweatpants still doing a really good job staying alive right now. The BGs are speaking to him, and the Hawks are going to fall slowly as the Vultures are able to take this fight and start moving the cart forward.
And a great fight from the Vultures, but they're almost completely out of time. 20 seconds remaining. I mean, yes, they had a little bit more time, but the Hawks had a much better hold right now. It's up to the Vultures to push forward.
Okay.
They need to have a good, consistent push. Neo looking to thwart this immediately.
Oh, no.
Deadeye is out, looking for it, won't be able to find it. The beat comes out just in time. Dragons are out as well. Death Blossom is there. Neo finds 2. Oh no, the Vultures, they're completely falling.
The Hawks able to take that victory 3-0 against the Vultures. That intro pick coming out from Neo was so crucial onto the Junkrat so the shield could still live. Neo going to get this play of the game here in the Hawks with a very impressive push originally and moving on to stop the Vultures from going forward, stopping them at the archway. Okay. This is Overwatch, Fred.
There were so many other great plays to see, and unfortunately, there's so many things that happened there. Overwatch chose that one.
Yeah, that's an Overwatch moment. That's the AI of Overwatch really needs some assistance. Where's ChatGPT when you need it?
Anyways, congratulations to the Hawks, a 3-0 victory, but some of those maps
Tough one, yeah.
really went the distance. And I feel like we see this a lot, time and time again, in the Rumble series. It's a 3-0, but like it's a close 3-0.
Yeah.
That could have been a 3-0 in the other direction or all the way to map 5.
Yeah.
It's so unpredictable. It's so hard to really see what's happening and figure out what's going to happen. Before we take a break and give ourselves some time to process what we just watched, I do want to talk about really quickly this April, the World Streams for Wishes. Esports Tower has paired up with Make-A-Wish to help grant wishes to kids. Gaming is a great space for everyone to participate, and gaming-related wishes are among the fastest-growing wishes in the past few years. Everyone who donates this week is entered in to win a loot box filled with fantastic prizes. You see them on the screen right now. All you need to do is donate with esports QR code. Scan the QR code and help bring gaming to a child in esports and help make a wish.
Yeah, and that's a pretty solid loot box right there.
Yeah, you see that there's some
like
some
microphones, some mouse
mics.
pads, some mice. A lot of M's. It's pretty tasty. I'm sorry. Never mind.
Please don't eat the loot box.
Just go to break, Alex.
And that'll be it for us for right now. When we return, we will have the Vipers versus the Lions, a matchup you are not going to want to miss. So we'll see you soon after this break.
You want to rank up in Overwatch or Valorant? Score pro advice at esportstower.com. Improve your game sense, improve your team play, improve your performance under pressure. We'll match you with great players and professional coaches to help you rank up.
What would you give for a child you loved to make their wish come true? to help them fight a critical illness. Just imagine what you'd do. You see, wishes are so powerful, and you can make them real. They can give a child back their childhood, even change the way they feel. Every single one of us can make the stars align, because when we come together, hope and joy will shine.
'Cause in a sky full of stars, I think I saw you.
On my hard days, I usually don't think about it. I just try to get to the next day and hope that the next day will be better.
My legs don't work like other people's, so I have to be in a wheelchair.
I take the needed medicine for everything that's going on in my body.
My wish is to redesign my bedroom.
My wish is to remodel my backyard. It's like that warm feeling, almost like you know something really good is gonna happen.
Hello and welcome back. Hope you enjoyed your break. My producer told me that I need to get better, so let's go ahead and go forward to see if I don't break down on broadcast. No, I'm kidding. I love him. He's great. He's a great guy. He may not love me, but you know that's okay. That's a different story.
There's a lot of love here in the studio. We just witnessed a phenomenal matchup: the Hawks versus the Vultures. The battle.
The Hawks would have been good.
The Hawks would have been good too, but the Hawks versus the Vultures. Hawks winning out 3-0 at the end of the day. It was close. It got very, very tense, especially on Kings Row, but the Hawks were able to secure a solid victory to win out 3-0 and sweep the series.
Yeah, very good series there. And honestly, I'm trying to figure out what player I want to sort of talk about outside of Triplet.
I was just about to, I was like, there is one player on my mind currently, and it is just Triplet.
Yeah, and before we do hop into our next match, we do want to talk about a cause that's very close to our hearts. Make-A-Wish Foundation. Did you know that gaming wishes are among the fastest growing requests from sick children? For many of these children, playing their favorite games during treatment and meeting their favorite streamers or esports players can make all the difference in their lives and give them something to look forward to while they go through something life-threatening. That's why we're asking for your support in helping us grant these gaming wishes and support Make-A-Wish. By donating, you can help us make these dreams a reality for these amazing kids.
Yeah, a lot of great things happening here with Esports Tower and Make-A-Wish, as well as in-game. I definitely see some phenomenal plays that I completely forgot out of here in Junkertown.
Yeah, Junkertown was full of amazing plays, from Doomfist players to Widow players to Wrecking Balls to, I mean, there was so much going on Junkertown, to Triplet and King Swiffer. I mean, it was just an incredible matchup on Junkertown that, I mean, yeah. And then there's, of course, Triplet, who just jumps over the wall and finds a headshot. I feel like that's starting to get, like, unnaturally normal.
Yeah. I mean, absolutely. Oh, no. Yeah, and this is where we saw Triplet really starting to heat up here, read the playbook from the Hawks. Yeah, not much to say there. Triplet really just getting headshot after headshot after headshot, kill after kill after kill. And it was really, for a moment there, Triplet's world. We were all just living in it and experiencing it together. In particular, the Hawks had to experience Triplet's fury over and over again, and somehow they were able to overcome this wave and win out in the end.
Yeah, if I ever get Triplet in my games, which would never happen because I'm bronze, but if I ever did get Triplet in my games, I would instantly leave and take the 15-minute penalty ban because I would already lose the SR anyway, so might as well do it in style.
I want to bask in the glory of Triplet killing me over and over again.
I don't think I want my KD to be 0 and 20 in an 8-minute game. Doesn't matter if I'm on tank or not. It's still going to be 20 deaths.
While we're singing praise of all of the students, not just Triplet, we do want to take a moment to congratulate all of the Esports Tower club members who've graduated from the clubs and have been offered scholarships across the country. Over the last 3 months, Esports Tower club members have received over $3.9 million. That's an M, $1 million in scholarship awards. These students are they have not only worked hard on their in-game play, but are hardworking academically and have earned these scholarship opportunities. The players on this list are talented, hardworking, and driven, and we could not be more excited and proud to see all the opportunities these players are getting. So, of course, a huge shout out to Esports Tower and the Esports Tower club members who are working tirelessly to just improve themselves day in and day out.
Yeah, I mean, Alex, that's $466,000 just for Overwatch. So you know what that can buy you? They can buy you a charter bus. Sorry.
That's an interesting statistic. I thought you were going to say...
I saw it on Twitter earlier today.
Wow, okay.
It was a meme that said, you know, you're living the most successful life when one of these buses pick you up every day, when a $400,000 bus picks you up every day to go to work.
Nice.
So, yeah, I don't know if that's a true statement or not. It is Twitter, and Twitter is almost as reliable as Wikipedia. But you want to know what is reliable? Our producer telling us what map it is, and that map will be Control. So let's go ahead and see what that is going to be here soon enough, as You know, control maps, we just saw Lijiang. We've seen
just
a
saw
little bit of
Lijiang.
Nepal. We've seen basically a little bit of everything. But where else to go when you want to have a little bit of fun? The Boop Central, the Ilios.
Boop Central Ilios. I am so excited for this map. And like you said, Boop Central indeed. I'm not quite sure who are on these teams yet, but if we are going to see Triplet again, this might be a map that Triplet will run free on. Of course,
Yeah.
if we are seeing Niwo as well, Niwo on the Hog, especially in
Yep.
Well, is a dangerous combination that you do not want to be anywhere near.
Yeah, and especially with that hook range now decreasing from the pull into the hog itself, that extra distance puts Nemo at the ability to not stand at the edge of the well, but rather a little bit further away
Yep.
and still be able to get you to the center of that well and get a nice little kill in the kill feed. So, gonna be interesting to see.
Ooh, it's scary. Yeah, I'm excited to see what's gonna happen here on Ilios. Again, this is another best of 5 series, and looks like the players are ready. So let's go ahead and hop into Ilios. We are starting out on Lighthouse.
Yeah, and as we are going into the game, iSlides has teamed up with Esports Tower during the World Streams for Wishes. So scan the QR code and use the promo code WISHES, WISHES, that's all caps, WISHES, and check out. A portion of the proceeds will be donated to Make-A-Wish. And if you're yelling at me saying, where can I find that QR code, Ryan? Well, guess what? It's right there on your screen in the bottom-ish, right-ish, top, middle-ish. It's the only thing that's not Overwatch on your screen.
It's always been there.
It's always been there, lurking in the shadows.
Speaking of lurking in the shadows, Illusion will be teleporting down, looking to drive members off of this high ground. On the side of the lines, we do have Fulcrum, Illusion, WoW Classic, Frozen Phoenix, and Triplet, who of course is going crazy right now. On the side of the Vipers, we do have Niwu, Sweatpants, Mango, Titan, a new face, and Troll. So a great lineup on both sides here, but so far the Lions taking control of this first point, this first control area, and just making it difficult for the Vipers to take high ground. Oh no, Titan's not ready. Titan's not ready, gonna get booped, will stay alive a little bit longer, but is just being rushed down. The healing comes through, and Titan's able to stay alive a little bit longer.
Yeah, Titan, we've seen them on this Cassidy beforehand. Niwa will find some picks on the Ramatra, really going to bring this tank back out. Sweatpants finds one on the Frozen Phoenix here, and we're going to see Triplet running for their lives. Titan can't quite find that final blow, and the Lions are able to be able to find that 30% mark, but back in the favor of the Vipers here as we see the Ramatra brawl, a little bit more mobility coming out from the Vipers against this Reinhardt brawl from the Lions, and that is something that you have to keep in mind of as the magnetic grenade deflect finds WoW Classic, and Titan's magnetic grenade will find Fulcrum. I can't wait for this ability to get nerfed.
Yes, Ryan has made his feelings very, very clear about this ability, but needless to say, the ability of Sweatpants is, I mean, through
Scary.
the roof right now. Scary indeed. Sweatpants just really fighting uncontested right now on this Genji. The reflects come out, the dashes come out, and Sweatpants is just finding kill after kill after kill. The Vipers are in such a great spot right now. And of course, as I say that, Shatter Nano comes out. Lions immediately are flipping control of the point if they can get there.
Yeah, and I felt bad for Nebo there. Played a little bit of Overwatch 1 with the double stun and was just taken out immediately with the Nano and the Shatter. Vipers, though, 5 ultimates ready to be used. Lions only 3 here with the Deadeye beat and Wall ready to be used. Wall will be used against this Annihilation. Nebo will get pinned down. Will find Illusion. It's an even fight at the moment here as the Lions going to look for more. Blade and Sound Barrier will be used. Nano will be on the Blade here as Sweatpants will find one, but Triplet is able to find Titan now. Sweatpants going to be looking for the Ana, but Fulcrum's able to find Sweatpants out just like that. The Lions still alive and ready to take this fight. Mango alive and looking for more. Needs to get this step available. Cleanse is used. Has stepped in 1. Will still survive as they're able to step out, but the Lions with an amazing stop to that Nano Blade, and the Lions going to continue to move this progress in percentage forward.
It got a little bit dicey there. Mango got really low, and Triplet was hunting was flying over. Illusion will get a kill onto Titan with the turret. Titan will get a kill with the grenade. Sweatpants finds one, but then quickly taken care of by Frozen Phoenix. The trades are just flying. It's going back and forth. We are going to see Kasune Rush is popped for the Vipers. Mango just watching her handiwork at this point.
Yeah, and you know, that's sometimes the best thing you can watch is just seeing your team go completely wild. If you've seen the Kiriko animated short, it's like seeing the grandpa and the little girl just go completely wild on the I think it was like the evil Shimada brother. I forgot who it was.
Aren't they like the Yakuza or something?
Yeah, that sounds right. Yeah, the evil people.
The bad guys.
The bad guys. And you had Kiriko kind of just watching it happen. Niwa will find an intro pick on a WoW Classic, starting this one off strong, but I want to give major credit to the Lions here who are using the Symmetra to really take this Ramatra brawl very, very well. They're able to take this high ground, which forces the Ramatra with this mobility to really not have that easily mobile character as Reinhardt is with this Symmetra, and you have to be really aware of what your plan of attack is going to be as they're just waiting to use the Symmetra turret. Vipers, however, will be close to getting this point. 97, Sweatpants takes out Illusion, and Newo falls low. The Nano comes out. Newo can only live for so much longer here. Illusion's turret finds Sweatpants.
Oh my gosh!
Finds 2 boops, and the Lions going to take this point back in overtime. No one's going to be able to contest because it's a team kill. 5 seconds left, and Lions will take round number 1.
Triplet just booped 3 members of the Vipers off. The Lions, the patience that they showed, it really did feel like we were out in the Serengeti, and the Lions were just slowly waiting for their prey to show themselves, and then
Just
they pounced.
Yeah.
Yep. The Lions, it just... Oh my gosh, the discipline out of the Lions, the patience, like you said, using the teleporter perfectly.
Yeah, and the thing with that Symmetra is you have 12 seconds between your pushes, which is a lot of free time for your opposing team to figure out what they want to do, where they want to go. So when you're running into this, you have to be aware that that 12 seconds is a lot of time for your enemy team to figure out what they want to do, where they want to go, how they want to set up, or how to defend your push, because they know if you're running Symmetra, you're probably waiting for that Sim TP to come back. So really, really well played, really good discipline coming out from the Lions here as we see Mango on the Brigitte here, and Sweatpants going to be on Junkrat, Titan on the Widow, Illusion on the Widow. A little bit of a different brawl coming out from the Vipers.
The Vipers, I do like what they're trying for, and Triplet will make short work of Titan. Widowmakers are not safe from Triplet on this Lucio.
Yeah.
No one is safe.
No one is safe from Triplet while on the Lucio. Sweatpants with the lineups on the Junkrat, going to be putting some damage in, looking for more. Mango going to try and live with the shot to the head, but will survive. WoW Classic will find Niwo, who is not going to survive. Unfortunately, Troll falls next here. The whip shot not going to connect and prop that Inspire ready yet, but the Viper's still trying to get out alive. The shield bash, a little bit of glitch around that corner, but still survives here. And the Lions keeping a really good hold on this point.
Mango does need to be so careful, and with that, she will back out, switch off of that Brig onto the Lucio. I think that's a better choice right now just because of the pressure that the Lions are putting on right now. The Brig didn't have a lot of space to move or be super effective. Niwu will take down Fulcrum, so there is an opportunity. Niwu's going to find another one to WoW Classic. Triplet's going to find Titan. Frozen Phoenix is going to find Niwu. Mango's going to find Illusion. Triplet finding Sweatpants. Again, it is just Triplet in the kill feed for the Lions. Triplet and Frozen Phoenix to be exact. Again, Triplet one more time on Troll.
Yeah, it is just back and forth in those trades. Triplet and Frozen Phoenix, some really good discipline with that speed and with their engagements together. And that's really what you have to be, that's really what it is with Brawl, is it's your Reinhardt and your Lucio going at it together as one, as we're going to see some major pressure comes out onto Illusion. WoW Classic and Frozen Phoenix find Mango. The Shatter comes out as well and cancels Tire. WoW Classic finds Sweatpants. WoW Classic going to find Neo as well. And the Lions with a dominant performance at the moment, 20 seconds before they take this map #1 victory. 3 ultimates to their name, and the Vipers only have Annihilation.
Annihilation is a very strong one. Illusion going to find Titan. Again, they are switching around the characters that they want to play. but they haven't been able to find a strategy or the ability to group up in a way that is super effective. Sweatpants will find WoW Classic. Kind of a weird interaction. Neo looking very, very low, was hit with the anti, will stay alive and gets healed up. And the Vipers, they're staying alive. They are capping the point. The Lions are very spread out and very, very low on health. Fulcrum finds Mango. Neo looking for more, will find Fulcrum.
Yep, they are definitely staying alive indeed. The trades are coming out as well here, and the Lions going to be able to find that nice pick on the Titan, but the Viper is able to flip the point over. Mango will find Illusion. Troll falls the WoW Classic. However, Sweatpants being chased by Reinhardt, and just by the skin of their little chinny chin will survive, and Sweatpants runs away, reasonably so. Reinhardt's Fire Strike is a very scary ability, but Vipers with this brawl now need to go from a 0 to 100 to win this. 2 ultimates to their names. The Lions will use this Deadeye to start the fight early, and all they need is 1 pick to win this, and that's what it is. The Lions find the pick on the Titans, and this could be it for the Lions to go forward, but Mango finds one on the WoW Classic. Kitsune rushes used, and Tracer shoots like a madman and will find Frozen Phoenix. That 1 pick was not what the Lions needed, and just like that, the Viper is able to secure it and use only 1 ultimate in the process here, chasing down this final member of the Lions, which will be Illusion, taken out. And now the Vipers 50%, and they could still bring this one back.
Sweatpants really doing a really great job on this Tracer right now, able to track down the targets that need to be taken down, in particular Triplet shutting down that Lucio, shutting down WoW Classic, making sure that the DPS and the support line don't have room to move around, and if they do, they are just constantly being peppered by damage. We are going to see a stick comes out onto Frozen Phoenix, will take a little bit of damage, but for a Reinhardt, something like that bomb is not worth it. Troll's going to get picked up as Frozen Phoenix charges onto the point. Lions, they're capping the point. Hold on a second. We are going to see these solo shatter onto Neo, who does get taken down. Fulcrum credited with that kill. No one is left. Oh, actually, we are going to see... Nope, Sweatpants gets taken down as well. Mango just barely makes it onto the point in time. We are going to see Troll there too, but gets taken down. Frozen Phoenix looking for more. And unfortunately, the Vipers will not be able to make it onto the point. Lions will take game number 1. They looked good on Lighthouse, but they looked even better on Ruins.
Yeah, and okay. Nope, I'm not even going to say anything.
This has to be the triple environmental kill here.
There's 2, and that was gorgeous. Looks for another one, drops the beat, saves the team, and is ready for someone to pop their head around the corner, and there it is. And yeah, okay. Fun fact about environmental kills, they count as 2 kills.
Oh, what? Really?
Well, in the play of the game counter, it does.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so if you ever get mad because your Lucio will find 2 boop kills and maybe, you got a 4K that was really beautiful, yeah, well, fun fact, the boop kill counts for 2 kills in play of the game counter.
So it counts as a 4K as well, and the game has to decide which one.
The game will normally go with boops.
Oh, okay.
Over a beautiful 4K Deadeye.
Yeah.
Or Shatter, or, yeah.
That sounds very personal.
It is very personal. I've lost a lot of play of the games due to players like Triplet. But nonetheless, Triplet on this Lucio, very, very dominant performance, very good at finding these boops and maneuvering around the map, just predicting. I mean, we saw Triplet waiting in that play of the game for the Cassidy and was like, all right, come on. And there it was. I mean, especially on a 3-second cooldown.
Yeah.
It's like, okay.
Use it whenever, and when you have a player as skilled as Triplet, they're walking into you.
Yeah, they really are. And Triplet can just wall ride around, and I mean, I get lost watching Triplet. It's like I'm watching a movie and like right up in the front rows. Do you ever get motion sickness when you sit in the front rows?
No,
I do. When I'm at the very front, I have to like stretch my neck up to look at the movie theater. It's like I'm watching Triplet. I get sick watching Triplet because of how fast they move.
Yeah, well, I am not sick of watching Triplet just yet, and I think the players just want to hop into game 2. They just want to get going in a moment here. So very briefly, we will be hopping into game 2, and wow, we saw phenomenal play out of a lot of the players that we've already been seeing, like Frozen Phoenix, Triplet, but we've also seen a lot out of players like Troll, Titan, Illusion, players that we didn't see in that initial match that are really coming here to show their stuff. And here we go, ready to hop into game 2. I jumped the gun a little bit, but I knew they were biting at the they're chomping at the bit. That was the word. There it is.
Yeah, we are going to see back once more. Time for me to get motion sickness watching Triplet once more, who's back on the Lucio here. Fulcrum on the Monkey. Vipers, on the other hand, will be running the same composition that we just saw, just a little bit different, running this Zenyatta and Kiriko rather than that Lucio that we saw earlier.
Yeah, and we are on Monastery, a map that we don't get to see very often, but I think it's kind of a fun treat. We get something a little bit different.
Yeah, Shambali, definitely a map that we don't see too much coming in. Okay, Titan.
We do see Torb on this map before. I have seen Torb, but you know what? That's okay. Titan didn't want to stick with it.
Yeah, and Niwo going to be on this Widow looking for their first head to add to the chopping block here. Can't quite find it yet here, but Vipers going, I like the way that they're playing this map. Is definitely going to be more of this relaxed type of composition rather than the Lions who are going to be forced to dive in. And Triplet will find Mango. Niwo can't quite find the shot on to Tracers. Triplet finds another critical on to Sweatpants. No supports left for the side of the Vipers, and now it's just cleanup duty for Illusion and WoW Classic. Someone call the janitor and tell them they're fired because the Vipers need no assistance to clean this one up.
Oh my goodness, Triplet getting the kill onto Titan. I mean, look how far he's gone. Oh my gosh, what?
No way.
Oh,
Triplet is playing a game of Risk here, and Niwo is ready for it. But oh no! Niwo will get cleansed, survive for just a little bit longer, but Illusion and Triplet playing this dive like it's no one's business. We'll find some kills there. A Sleep comes out onto Fulcrum, who switches to that Brigitte, but it's not going to matter as Lions are just going to keep pouncing every time on these Vipers, who really need to change up this composition, need to change what they want to do, because that Brig is a great way to start on the dive, that dive counter, but you still have Widow, you still have this Tracer that are just struggling to find their ways into the Lions. I like to pick onto the D.Va, I like to pick onto the Cast. This is what we need to see from the Vipers. Niwo may need to switch over as well here, but we'll stay on the Widow for now.
And look at the Lions. They have full reign of the map right now. They can really do whatever they want, whatever needs to happen. Illusion looking for a little bit of a flank here. Fulcrum will get really low, but is healed up. WoW Classic taking a little bit of poke. Just, you know, making their presence known. And like you said, Troll switching over to this D.Va, Mango on the Brig. We are seeing a little bit of changes happening here. Troll will find Fulcrum. Illusion does find Mango. Titan's able to find WoW Classic. And finally, Vipers able to stake their claim a little bit to this position here. They're able to hold down the fort a little bit longer. Of course, as I say that, Illusion and Triplet are just hunting down individual members of the team.
Yeah, and I love how, you know, in Overwatch, your tank makes the space, folks. In Esports Tower Lions, it's Triplet and Illusion who make the space, not your tank player.
It is your Lucio.
It is your Lucio. It's your main support. Fulcrum on this Monkey, just really that. The jump is not fast enough for Triplet to just wall ride to the other side of the map and come back.
Oh my gosh,
Illusion.
Yeah, Niwo just not ready for it, not able to react fast enough. Illusion knows exactly who he wanted to target and went straight for Niwo.
Illusion's accuracy on this Tracer is so incredibly high, and oh, Titan's going to be taken out due to that anti-nade. Sweatpants and Triplet going to be in a Lucio 1v1 here, but Triplet runs away for a second. Oh, this is it. Everyone loves to see it. The Lucio 1v1. Here goes Sweatpants emotes. No! Will be taken down by Triplet as we switch over to Frozen Phoenix here, and now the checkpoint only 4 meters away from being captured. The Primal Rage is used, and now the Lions looking for more. The rally is popped by Mango as well as the bomb from D.Va. Won't be able to catch anyone yet. The Sleep Dart going to be eaten down by Troll, however, and now Lions also going to be using that blade and still survive as Mango falls down. Beat popped by Triplet. Beat popped as well by Sweatpants. The Vipers don't want to give this one up yet, but they just can, as WoW Classic going to be able to find Titan. All that is left on this point now is going to be Trolls. We're 1.61 meters away now for this checkpoint to be captured by the Lions. The Sleep Dart now going to connect, and now it's just a Baby D.Va on the point. The point is captured, and the Lions going forward with more, and no ults used or no ults left for either team.
It was a great hold from the Vipers, but when we look at the Lions here, They have 3 minutes and 50 seconds remaining. Triplet somehow falls off the edge. An uncharacteristic mistake from Triplet. Maybe a little bit of an overextension as Titan does find 2 kills on the lines. But again, they can afford to make those mistakes. They can afford to be a little bit aggressive because they have so much space right now. They have so much momentum in their favor that no matter what they do, they're putting pressure onto the Vipers, who are just struggling to really dig their heels in.
Yeah, and we are going to see the Fulcrum with the Nano going to come out and find Mango and Titan. Illusion finds, it's going to find Newo, and one more. Fulcrum finds Stroll as well. Illusion's able to find Titan. The Vipers just going to be falling like dominoes to the Lions. Pulse Bomb ready to be used. Blade is also going to be used, but Blade not going to be used. Pulse Bomb will be used. Won't be able to connect on anyone yet, as Fulcrum's going to be able to find Titan. The Mango falls next. While Classic onto Newo. Now 4 meters away. The Lions looking to finish this one fast, as Wild Classic now going to pop that Blade and just solo it onto the Diva. Sweatpants is able to find Illusion and Frozen. Phoenix falls as well. The Diva mech taken out by Wild Classic, who's able to find Sweatpants as well. Troll next. Triplet falls, and there, just like that, the Lions are going to come out on top with 2 minutes and 37 seconds on Shambali.
We haven't seen a lot of this map in the Esports Tower Rumble, so this may be a map that is relatively unfamiliar to some of these players. The Lions, though, they look like they live here. They knew exactly what needed to happen. They knew who they needed to go. They knew the pathing that they needed to take as well. Illusion, we saw it on that Tracer, doing a phenomenal job of using the pillars to the advantage, of being able to hide behind these pillars, use them as cover, use them to kind of weave around on this Tracer. The Lions just look so comfortable on this map. The Vipers, on the other hand, look like they're still trying to figure it out. They look like they're still working on making sure that they know where they need to be and what they need to do for this map, that they just don't look quite as comfortable as the Lions.
Yeah, we're going to see the Lions still stick to the same composition. Pretty good idea here if it worked so well on that attacking side. Stay on it for the defense, right? The Vipers going to be hovering over this Roadhog.
Yes.
Okay.
Again, I think it goes back to, right, we talked about the Lions have found what's worked, and the Vipers, they don't know. They're working on it. Maybe this is the composition. You got a Hog, you have a Mei, you got Niwu on the you got the Widow. Troll will switch over to the Reinhardt, and Mango switching over to the BAP. So looking a little more like a normal brawl composition that we've seen in the past. The question is, are they ready? And Titan was not ready at all.
The Lions were ready, and they pounced. Just like that, Titan is taken out, and now Troll is left alone. Newo will find a nice shot on the Triplet, and that's the entry that the Vipers need, as Troll is able to find Wild Classic, but Fulcrum still alive, looking for blood, as Fulcrum is able to take out Troll. Will continue to look for, there it is, Sweatpants taken out, and now it is just Mango, who's 1v1ing, and Ana is no longer a 1v1 anymore. Mango's trying to run away. This is just, what am I watching, Alex?
This is craziness. Titan coming in with the hammer as well on the Torb. Pure chaos, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay. Yeah. The Vipers.
The Vipers.
Switching to the Torb.
Yeah.
Troll and the Diva, they're figuring out this composition, what they want to do into the Lions, but a Nano comes out. A great boop is going to come out from Sweatpants, but Newo will take out Triplet as well. Toby the Turret still alive and shooting down Fulcrum, who will still survive for just a little bit longer there. Wild Classic taken out next. The nade will keep Fulcrum alive, but only for a little bit longer. Here is Fulcrum going to be taken down by Mango, who finds 3, and just like that, the Vipers have figured out the composition and are going to start moving forward into the Lions. But Wild Classic immediately, when the Lions are switching their composition up, Wild Classic on the Reaper, Fulcrum on the Reinhardt, and this is that adaptability that we have discussed before.
Troll gonna give a quick wave before Fulcrum falls out of the sky in front of him. Wild Classic gonna find Sweatpants. And I think one of the biggest things that we need to note and need to talk about right now is Niwu finding 2 picks. Will finally get taken down by Illusion, but Niwu has been doing such a good job on this Widowmaker. Troll gonna eat the Pulse Bomb. I can't even, so much is happening, I can't even talk about Niwu that I really want to highlight right now. In particular, Niwu getting revenge on Triplet. We saw it, I think it's happened 3 times so far, but Niwu has hit that headshot onto Triplet and taken Triplet back to the spawn. Which is a little bit of revenge, I think, from what we saw in King's Row, where Triplet just kept killing Niwu, and Triplet's going to find Niwu again, Illusion's going to find Titan. The Lions, they were on the back foot for a moment here, but now they have found their footing.
Yeah, and now we are going to see Illusion look at Sweatpants here. Can't quite find him. Illusion is just trying to find this pick as Fulcrum's able to find Mango in the backlines here. The Lions still alive and kicking, holding this point as now they've switched over to this brawl. Sweatpants, however, going to be going up against Triplet once more, as well as, oh, there it is. Frozen Phoenix takes out Sweatpants. Neo, however, will find a trade onto Illusion in the Widow battle. Titan looking for these shots on this Hanzo. This double sniper composition with the D.Va, relatively risky to run on this attacking side, but they're going to make it work as Triplet is just going to jump into the back lines.
Triplet is just hunting Niwu right now. Shatter comes out. Titan's going to eat. A Fire Strike is still alive. Nano is active. Fulcrum going to pick up Troll the mech. Troll does get taken. Oh, Troll is still alive. What?
Yeah, Troll? Okay, there we go. Troll is now going to fall. Illusion finds Neo. Now all that is left is going to be Sweatpants and Titan on the point here as Fulcrum's going to walk forward and go for the pick. Going to walk in now. Is going to be shot in the head and forced back. You don't want to take that battle with a Hanzo if you're going to get shot in the head.
Ooh, Triplet kind of showing off a little bit of the jukes, but only for so long. Stands there and allows Titan to get a headshot off. Triplet feeling maybe a little bit overconfident here.
Yeah, but right now it's working as the Lions are still going forward. Picks on either side, but overtime has already been triggered. Now WoW Classic has Blossom, but it won't be able to use it as Troll's going to find WoW Classic. Triplet, however, back in the fight, finds Naiwu, and now Fulcrum taken out next. Troll is going to look for more. Troll's trying to find this last pick on the Triplet. Neo no longer going to be able to help in this fight on that Widow, but we'll be back shortly on the Tracer. Mango going to be on this Moira, and now the hunt for the Widow in the backlines. Illusion is taken out. Overtime's taken away. They just barely get back on point in time. The C9 is averted, but the boop comes out. WoW Classic drops down with the Blossom, and they didn't touch point. The Lions take map number 2 after a chaotic fight.
I think it was more than just a chaotic fight. It was a chaotic push from the beginning.
Yep.
Mango credited with the play of the game on this map. Let's take a look at this. This has to be the triple kill, right?
Yep, I think it is. There's one. Reload comes out, looks for a second one. The lamp comes out to save the D.Va. Finds the second one there. It was 2 in 1 shot.
Stack them up.
Gotta just keep it going. 1, 2, 3. Looking for 4 and 5 to find that team kill. And the Lions now match point.
Lions are on match point after a wild game that I don't even know how to describe it.
It was interesting.
Interesting indeed. If you want to see more interesting gameplay, you want to see more Overwatch, you want to see more of what Esports Tower does, make sure to follow them on their socials. That is at Esports Tower. That's Twitter, Instagram, Twitch, basically everywhere. If you type in Esports Tower, you will find them. And of course, if you want to see more of myself, want to hear and see more of the lovely Ryan Blankenhorn, make sure to follow Shenandoah at their socials. That is at Shenyu Esports on TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram, and everywhere else, Twitch, YouTube, that is at Shenandoah Esports. Make sure to follow us. We got a lot of great things. We do more than just Overwatch, surprisingly. But we got a lot of great things over there. We compete in a lot of collegiate titles. So if you're interested in moving from high school to collegiate, we might be the place for you.
Yeah, very good place to hang out. Alex and I have been back in this broadcast room quite frequently, and we've got
so much. We spend a lot of time together.
We really do. So if you're interested, pretty good place.
Yeah. And I'm interested in what map 3 is. The Lions on match point right now.
Wait.
Not Oasis. Instead, we're going back to King's Row. I feel like a goodie, a classic. If it isn't broken, don't fix it.
King's Row, the more you know.
King's Row, the more you know. We have a lot of very competent Reinhardt players, so I think we're going to see some Reinhardt brawl. I'm hoping for maybe some Ramatra Brawl because I think that's a really interesting composition that players have been touching a little bit into, but haven't been going all the way.
You know, I would so agree with you.
Mm-hmm.
But Shambali just happened, and I don't even know what I just watched. I saw these players going wild, so I'm curious to see what we're going to see as we're getting ready to go back into map number 3, match point for the Lions here. I am genuinely curious what we're going to see, if we're going to see anything wild like Mango on the Reinhardt.
That is a bit wild. Yeah, Mango typically in that support line. We've seen her play Zen. We've seen her on the Ana.
It's the winter Kings Row as well.
Ooh, we get a nice little winter vibe for Kings Row. Yeah, we've even seen Mango on the DPS line today, but I don't think I've ever... Maybe we've seen Mango once or twice on that tank lineup, but it doesn't happen often.
Yeah, and the first kill is going to be credited to Triplet in that kill feed on to Niwo, who is going to immediately switch over to Junkrat. The wall is going to stop the pin from coming out, and now another wall comes out. This double May. This is Overwatch 1 Brawl, my friends. Get used to it, because this is peak performance Brawl. An amazing anti-nade is going to come out, and just like that, the Lions able to take this point. You emote on point, Frozen Phoenix, because that was a very well-played performance.
I do like that we are going to see the double May. It feels very festive.
Wintry.
Yeah, exactly. it feels like we're matching the aesthetics, and both of the teams showed up and they realized what they needed to do.
Yeah, and I really like this from the Lions. Brings back some good nostalgia. The May, Ryan, Lucio, Ana, I mean, Reaper. This is very nostalgic, and the Lions honestly know how to play this, especially on Kings Row. This is your extremely default composition. The Vipers trying to mirror that with a Moira, but instead of the Reaper, run that Junkrat. And Anarchy and Triplet are just going to be in your back lines. And there's a tree on the wall. Actually, what is that?
There is a tree on the wall, indeed. Anarchy will be credited with the kill on the Troll. Fulcrum putting a lot of pressure on that May.
Triplet's at the front lines.
Triplet always in the front line. And I mean, as the Vipers, you have to respect it.
Wait, where is Frozen Phoenix?
Nowhere to be seen.
Wait, no,
oh
the
my
Lucio!
gosh, the boost onto Lucio. Triplet looking for the kills. The Vipers doing a great job of avoiding it.
They solo coalesce Triplet, so Triplet beat it to save himself. Triplet is having a great time. The Shatter comes out, and now Frozen Phoenix finding Sweatpants. This is a fight that is just going in every direction other than normal, and the Lions are going to be able to find this one. Troll does have this Blizzard, is not going to use it, and okay. I just want to break down the fact that we saw the Nano go on to Triplet.
Yes.
The Coalescence onto Triplet to kill Triplet. Triplet proceeds to use Beat to save only Triplet, and then the Shatter comes out, and that's when the Lions won the fight.
Yes.
Just in case you blinked.
But because of that, we saw
5 minutes.
3 ultimates expended for the Lions, and only 1 ultimate for the Vipers. So looking up into this next fight, the Vipers have 4 ultimates, Lions have 1. Anarchy will use that Blizzard very quickly, won't catch anyone out, unfortunately. Blizzard goes down in response, same with the Shatter as well. Anarchy finds Troll, Mango finds Frozen Phoenix, Titan finds Anarchy. WoW Classic coming in with the Blossom, will find 1, but Niwu will take out WoW Classic. And again, if you look at that kill feed, it is blue, red, blue, red, blue, red. The trades just back and forth.
Yeah, and I mean, that was so much invested from the Vipers. They used 4 out of 5 of their, or 3 out of the 4 of their ultimates that they had. The Lions only used 1, as Anarchy is going to switch over to this Bastion, but Nano is now going to be ready for the Lions. Tyre will be ready for the Vipers, but, you know, we just talked about the hefty investment the Lions used on their ultimates, but the Vipers just did the exact same thing, and we're already back in an even ult rotation for both of these teams here. The Nano is going to come out on the Fulcrum, and now it's just going to be a brawl on brawl, and Nevo really needs to get these picks with Tyre.
Oh, Tyre stalling it out just a little bit, looking for the time to strike. No one is around. WoW Classic in the backline will find Titan. Anarchy gets taken down. Anarchy caught sleeping a little bit, I think.
Yeah, Anarchy not going to be able to go forward, but Triplet drops the beat to keep the team alive. Frozen Phoenix able to find Mango, who won't be able to, who will not be walled off in time. Sweatpants falls low. The wall is used. The boop not going to come out as WoW Classic's able to find Sweatpants. Frozen Phoenix 1 HP with an Ana and a Lucio right there. The point is captured with 3 minutes and 40 seconds. The Lions are playing Overwatch and not nicely today.
The Lions looking very dominant in their capture of Kings Row. They did complete the map, so it will be up to the Vipers to also complete the map and take us to overtime. But a generous time is allotted for the Lions right now. They were able to complete this map very, very quickly. 3 minutes and 40 seconds is nothing to scoff at.
Generous is... well, generous to say, Alex. 3 minutes and 40 seconds is way above the average for a Kings Row capture time. I think the average is like 2 if you capture.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And I think it's really only because the Lions were not able to counter 3 ultimates used from the Vipers there. Otherwise, the Lions could have finished that with 430, and that would have been scary to see. But this is still scary to see as the Lions going to run basically the same composition.
Ooh, he spoke a little too soon. A very different composition coming out here. Frozen Phoenix realizing that, hey, Ryan is fun, but you could do something different. Vipers running that Ramattra combination as well. Niwu on this Sombra, I think, is really interesting, almost in anticipation of the ball before Frozen Phoenix even picked ball.
Little did you know, Niwo is a sleeper agent and knows exactly what the Lions are playing. But yes, this Sombra is going to be vital in determining whether the Vipers can stop, whether the Lions, whether the Vipers can stop the Lions, but Anarchy is just going to stop it immediately as Niwo is going to be taken out by Anarchy with that Hanzo dart. And now with no sleep dart alive, Frozen Phoenix will go after the Ana, but will still survive there. WoW Classic finds Mango. Anarchy finds another one. Frozen Phoenix is able to find Sweatpants next. Going to look for more here. I thought that tree was a Kiriko teleport, and now we're going to see that Niwo is able to find WoW Classic. And okay, listen, let me just explain this because I got some weird eyes when I said that. When Kiriko uses teleport, there's a little fade behind. It looked like little leaves falling, so I thought the tree... Never mind.
Yeah, it's quite all right. Niwo very deep in the backline here, hunting for WoW Classic. Will get that... Will get the hack off, and WoW Classic staying alive a little bit longer, but will get taken down. Anarchy finds Titan. I don't really know how well this play is working. Of course, as I say that,
that is some tracking.
Niwo just looking for it. Will find Triplet as well. Troll finds Fulcrum. Anarchy is getting tons of kills on this Hanzo, but can only do so much, has no health. Will finally get taken down by Niwo. The Dragons do come out. The Mango will get nanoed as well, and finally the Vipers are able to make their way onto this point.
Yeah, and what do you think your Mango's favorite fruit is? Probably a pineapple, right? The Lions able to take this fight and still continue this one forward here. Still alive and ready to go, but Niwo will find WoW Classic. Triplet on the run, but Troll able to take them out. The Vipers switching Mango over to this Orisa, who will now look for these picks and try to bring it out, but mines are going to be used as Niwo finds Fulcrum. So now Nano will no longer be available whatsoever. Niwo on the Sombra is going to be able to take out Anarchy as well, as mines will get cleared from Mango on the point. A boop comes in and takes Mango down extremely low, and that boop actually just saved the Lions. An EMP comes out, but is only going to connect with 2 members. Trades on either side right now. The Vipers still trying to take this victory and will take it. That EMP just coming in clutch just in time.
And what I really love out of the Lions is how long they were stalling this point. The Vipers had it. They should have, by all rights, captured this point long ago, but the Lions kept it alive. They kept stalling longer and longer, and they really decreased the amount of time that the Vipers had to play with. Fulcrum will find Niwo, and again, look at the Lions' position. They are still being a nuisance. They are still just stalling out the time, stalling out the clock even more.
Yeah, and Transcendence is used from the Vipers as well, so now you have nothing for this Nano Blade, which will be used immediately afterwards, and WoW Classic finds 2. Going to be looking for more here, and will find Frozen Phoenix onto Troll. WoW Classic finds another one, but will be taken down by Mango, who is just going to be falling down to Anarchy's focusing beam. And you had nothing to defend that Nano Blade. The Transcendence, they waited perfectly for the Lions. More conversation of why the Lions and their discipline is just top notch. They wait for these ultimates, these game-winning ultimates for the Vipers to be used, and then they just say, all right, our turn. And they use that Nano Blade and were able to take out the Vipers and now have such a good security as Frozen Phoenix is still killing members in the back lines of the Vipers. Mango will find Fulcrum, but Triplet's able to find Sweatpants. No honor for either team, but now it's major spot advantage for the Vipers with one major source of healing down for the Lions, but Triplet still alive, going to be looking for these picks and going forward as Frozen Phoenix is going to mine the spawn doors of the Vipers.
Oh my gosh, Titan does get a little bit of a boop, but it is just not enough. Frozen Phoenix standing ground here. Time is just wasting. Troll with the Deadeye trying to make something happen. I think just trying to move Frozen Phoenix away. Niwu getting a little cheeky here, getting some distance here. But
I would have been amazed if Nia was able to get more than that.
Yeah, I mean, hey, sometimes you get a little too focused on the people coming out of spawn door than the people who are already out.
That's very true, but WoW Classic going to still be in those spawn doors and find 3, looking for a 4th of this cart is going to be past that archway. Anarchy finds Mango, a 4-person EMP will come out. It's going to be major from Niwo, but it's not enough as no one is there for the Vipers. No ultimates for the Vipers as they approach just under 2 minutes. The Lions looking at 2, and this just rotation of ults is what the Lions are really just thriving on as Sweatpants is... Oh, what is this? What is going on back here?
This is chaos. This is exactly what Chaos Incarnate is. The Vipers just trying anything to get out of spawn doors. And I mean, they are just being accosted time and time again by Frozen Phoenix, by Triplet, who they finally are able to take down. But again, look at the time. They have 1 minute and 15 left. They have so much of their time has been wasted by this ball and this Lucio.
Yeah, and the worst thing is the Vipers only really looking at 2 ultimates here as Beat is going to be used from the Lions on the engage. Now going to be looking for some picks to bring this forward. Both bubbles used from Mango as Titan's taken out. A major source of healing gone. The duplicate also going to come out and it will be on to the Zarya here from Anarchy. Anarchy going to be looking to take out Mango. 2 ultimates still for the Lions as well as Blade, which will be built extremely soon. Vipers will have Nano online, but Troll's going to fall low and be taken out as well as Mango and Sweatpants here. The grab used from the duplicate, and now the Vipers 40 seconds to go forward against 2 ultimates from the Lions, but now a team kill is there, and the Lions, you know, are going to be holding this spawn door, and the Vipers need to make a miraculous recovery with this Valkyrie, this High Noon, and this Nano.
I know, but look at the Lions. They've got the Nano Blade available. Valkyrie will get popped. Look how deep the Lions are right now.
Yeah, the Lions are just in the spawns of the Vipers, but Vipers finding 2, a great way to start, and only Valkyrie was used so far, but Anarchy will find Sweatpants. No Nano for this next fight. The Vipers need to touch cart, and there is the contest. The overtime will now be triggered. We will have Deadeye. Grab is almost ready. EMP will be ready now, and Nano. The Vipers have a chance to bring this cart forward, but no mistakes can be made. That Nano Blade is going to determine the victory or the loss for the Lions for the rest of this point, and it truly is anyone's matchup.
Oh my gosh, the Vipers are getting so close. They can see the end here. The Lions, they might be throwing a little bit here. Troll still has that ultimate. We are going to see EMP does get popped. Niwu finds 1. Triplet finds Sweatpants. Troll using that Deadeye will get taken down very, very low. Mango finds WoW Classic, and Grab comes out as well. The Lions, they're not able to stop this. Vipers will be able to touch, and they do get to that second checkpoint. We're getting close. We might see an overtime.
Yeah, 1 minute and 23 seconds here. The Vipers still have Nano online. They need to roll with this momentum because they do not really have any time to afford a lost fight. The Lions, no ultimates to their name outside a triplet sound barrier, which can counter this Nano, and that is what's going to determine this next fight here. This last overtime situation is going to be this beat in return to the Nano. Niwo looking for their next pick. Can't quite find it yet, but Troll will find one of their own. Triplet finds Niwo, ready for that translocate. Vipers now looking to take this one forward, but you have a Frozen Phoenix swinging a hammer at you and a beat keeping them alive.
The beat will stay alive a little bit longer, but Triplet will find Sweatpants. Frozen Phoenix finds Troll. Triplet finds Titan. Vipers are falling left and right, and of course it's all thanks to Triplet and Frozen Phoenix. Anarchy finds Niwo. Oh no, 20 seconds remaining. We are going to see that sleep dart come out. Anarchy will get taken down by Troll. This is an opportunity for the Vipers to get back into this. Niwo coming back as well. Frozen Phoenix jumping down will get hacked out from behind. Has to be very, very careful here. WoW Classic getting very low. Triplet will get hacked as well. Troll finds WoW Classic. And again, these trades are going back and forth, but it is in favor of the Vipers right now, and they are making headway.
Yeah, Vipers, 4 ultimates going to be to their name soon. Lions going to be looking at 3 of their own. Nano, Bob, and Reinhardt Shatter will be ready to be used. The hack comes out on Anarchy, who does use the Bob, but it's taken out by Niwo. Grab, ready to be used. The Vipers trying to take this victory. Troll is going to use Deadeye. Anarchy's Bob will take out Titan, and Anarchy's Bob will fall down to Sweatpants, but the Shatter comes out with the Nano. WoW Classic and Frozen Phoenix take out Troll and Mango. Overtime ticks away. Niwo can't touch point, and the Lions will take this victory over the Vipers.
The Vipers had a good push. They had a good run at the end there, but in the end, the Lions just too strong. And none other than Triplet to get play of the game. What is it? Show it to me.
Triplet going to be looking in, finds a nice, the maneuvering. Oh no.
Oh my gosh.
That's painful. Using that ice block and still going off the map mid-boop. Triplet, the maneuverability on this Lucio.
Yes.
You mentioned a little bit on Shambali how they just sort of swung around and dodged some shots. And, Triplet's Lucio is so incredible to witness.
Yes. There's not really much more that I can add on to that. Triplet has had an amazing game today. We saw a lot of other great players. Frozen Phoenix, of course, stepping up to the plate. Niwo, as always, looking amazing. We saw some great plays from Sweatpants, from King Swiffer. Again, there's so many people to pick out. But again, I feel like we were just talking about it time and time again. Like, Triplet just looking so strong.
Yeah, Triplet looking extremely, extremely good. But did you know that iSlides has recently partnered up with Esports Tower for the World Streams for Wishes? iSlides believes that you should stand in what you stand for and offers a wide variety of customizable slides that give you the power to show off what you stand for. Head over to iSlidesUSA.com or scan the QR code on the screen and make sure you use promo code WISHES, WISHES, and a portion of the proceeds will be donated to Make-A-Wish.
Yeah, speaking of looking good, getting some slides to look good as well. That's what Triplet needs. That's what Lucio needs.
You need the montage for Lucio,
yeah,
and then you need the slides.
And then you need the slides. Oh my gosh. But we've been talking so much about Triplet. There are so many other players to hit up on. There's so many other people that we can highlight. And of course, that means that the player of the week presented by Esports Tower is none other than the Hawks' Sweatpants, who really was showing out a lot today. So, of course, the player of the week presented by Esports Tower. If you're a gamer or if you just love supporting a great cause, please consider donating to Make-A-Wish. Your contribution will help us grant even more gaming wishes and bring a smile to the faces of these incredible children. You know how much gaming means to so many of us, and we can only imagine how much it means to these kids. Let's come together and make a difference in their lives. Hit that donate button and help us support Make-A-Wish. We're so excited to kick off the World Streams for Wishes with Make-A-Wish this week, and we're excited to help gaming dreams come true with some amazing kids with the help of Make-A-Wish. So, of course, huge shout out to Make-A-Wish, huge shout out to Esports Tower, and a huge shout out to King Swiffer, or Sweatpants, I apologize, Sweatpants, who was just going nuts today.
Yeah, Sweatpants did an extremely. Oh, this was hilarious. I loved watching this.
Yes, this is why I think Sweatpants got Player of the Week.
You just get to witness two hogs shooting straight at each other into the That's probably the funniest thing is, especially when you use it at the same time, because those bullets are hit scans, so it doesn't take any time. The second they're shot out of the gun is the second they hit you, and so it's so funny to see which hog actually does come out on top, whether there's support involved or not. You know how much healing can be pumped into them when they be like an Ana or a Baptiste. It's like I'm shooting, I'm trying. I'm doing my best. I'm doing my best, man. I'm trying.
With that, a huge congratulations to all the teams today, in particular the Hawks and the Lions, who were able to walk away with a clean 3-0 sweep against their opposition. I mean, I cannot wait to see what'll happen next week. So make sure to tune in next Tuesday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You're going to see some even crazier action. I can guarantee it. So
very, very true.
With that, we are going to leave you with some replays, some top 5 plays. But before we do that, I just want to say one last time, don't forget, all this April, Esports Tower has partnered up with Make-A-Wish to help children's dreams across the world come true as the world streams for wishes. You can help out with your donations towards Make-A-Wish, or if you shop at iSlidesUSA.com and use promo code WISHES at checkout for a portion of the purchase to be donated to Make-A-Wish. So there's several ways for you to help. You can pick up some nice slides. You can donate with the QR code with the link, whatever you choose to do. And also remember, if you donate this week, you'll also be thrown in to potentially get something from the loot box as well. So with that, that'll be it. Alexander T. Krieseg here, Orion Blankenhorn, us from Shenandoah. Have a great rest of your night. We'll see you later. Does find Mango, Titans able to find WoW Classic, and finally Vipers able to stake their claim a little bit to this position here. They're able to hold down the fort a little bit longer. Yep. Mango credited with the play of the game on this BAP. Let's take a look at this. This has to be the triple kill, right?
Yep, I think it is. There's one reload, comes out, looks for a second one. The lamp comes out to save the Diva, finds the second one there. It was 2 in 1 shot.
Stack them up.
Gotta just keep it going. One can't get the play of the game, but the Vultures, you know, the way they were playing this composition with this pick style of brawl was a lot more interesting than your normal 5-on-5 brawl, which is what the Hawks were at times. Fulcrum gets credited with that kill. A punch comes out, punches them all off the edge. Sweatpants finds it onto Frozen Phoenix, looking for more, punches the Kiriko into the wall, comes in from behind. Sweatpants finds another one with the ground pound, looking for a third, and there. Yeah, and okay. Nope, I'm not gonna say anything.
This has to be the triple, environmental kill here.
There's 2, and that was gorgeous. Looks for another one, drops the beat, saves the team, and is ready for someone to pop their head around the corner, and there it is. And